Yep, it's very Christmassy. All right, we should be on. Waiting for confirmation.
Just awaiting.
Oh, it's on. The stupid ads are playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, there we go. It's on.
Right, so Merry almost Christmas, I guess. I gotta wait for
Indeed.
Euan and Melty to catch up, so we can do audio checks before I'm messing up again. Okay, we have a very tiny group today because Sala and Elisa are all driving home for Christmas. Yeah. And Luke is watching a fight in London, or what's going on?
I think he's meeting up with some mates to watch like two big blokes beat the crap out of each other, because it's the most festive thing you could do at this time of year.
I was about to say, very Christmassy indeed.
Yeah, a fistful of festive cheer.
And everyone's all humbugging except for me. It's like, I'm so cheerful.
Yeah, because Melty's had a bad month. I'm having a terrible month, so I hope you brought double the Christmas cheer.
Well, I mean, most of my month has been fine. It's mostly just because I got hit with a cold for like a week, and that kind of, yeah, let's just say I've kind of been scrapping to try and get projects finished and doing a lot of double time. I have like most of them out of the way. It's just right now it's like, okay, Forgotten Media Christmas special. It's all scripted, so yeah, I'm just gonna spend the whole weekend just trying to get that finished.
Yeah, and man, work has been nightmarish for me. But hey, at least yesterday I saw the sun and the blue sky. I think that's been 5 years since the last time I saw it.
Understandable, because even I've barely seen the blue sky lately. It's just been so all overcast and gloomy.
Over here, it pretty much comes like every 3 days or so because the weather has been very constantly going back and forth from warm to cold. It's like, oh, there's a bit of snow, and then it's gone the next day. It's like I'm suddenly in a state where it just so happens to have like heat miser and snow miser constantly fighting over their territory.
That's very good. But yeah, good times are happening despite it all. Like Sonic Movie 3. So you two are lucky enough to have seen it?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for Tuesday.
Yeah, like you absolutely hate how Paramount have like done you Dutch dirty by having the film released like right on Christmas Day itself.
Well,
Besides the
surprisingly, it
edit.
was released earlier, but only in Dutch dub, and there's no way any of my Sonic fandom is enough to make me sit through Dutch voices. I mean, missing out on Keanu and Jim Carrey's bad enough, but oh my goodness, those Dutch voices. Oh, so much cringe.
Yeah. But yeah, as Double Silly is saying, no Sonic Movie 3 spoilers. Like, we're just going to keep it, like, you know, spoiler free.
Absolutely
today.
spoiler free. Nobody say that Snape killed Maria.
How have you seen the movie already, Roger?
No.
I knew they brought Alan Rickman back for this.
Yeah, they just used the Chaos Emeralds to bring him back from the dead. Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, even like Gerald's is like, shh, keep it spoiler free.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will regret it that you look like Sonic in the other poster.
No, I think that's just everyone else just like going, no, don't spoil. While the spoiler guys are outside waiting to tell him.
Yeah, like the assholes on Twitter. Yeah.
I imagine they all have the face expression of Gerald right there. Yeah. I shall be spoiled. Good times, good times.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you want to do a short review for those, for the movie, I guess.
I'll quickly get mine out of the way. So, yeah, funny enough, when I went to see the film, that was like the same day I decided to take some vacation time off. And then I went and also got the fancy Sonic themed cup and popcorn bucket. It's the one with the giant head. I know there's another one where it's like a figure of Sonic sitting down with popcorn, but yeah, I'm just like, well, it's payday. It's my paid vacation time. Let's spoil myself a bit. So yeah, I went and saw the film and like, oh yeah, it was really good. Definitely it's quite amazing how these films have been like improving over time. Like the first one was just and then the second one got better, but this one, like, man, this like really, we're kind of feels like we're really peak at this. There's a lot of great action, a lot of character moments. Yeah, like Tom and Manny, they're nice. They're not quite as active here, but they do get a fair amount of screen time. And then of course, yeah, the big deal, Shadow, that makes his big cinematic debut. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure about Keanu Reeves, probably because I just don't know much about the guy. But it's like I've seen the films, like yeah, I dig this version of Shadow with how they portrayed him. So yeah, definitely really great seeing Jim Carrey playing both Gerald and Robotnik. So so yeah, there's that, a lot of good stuff, and oh yeah, then the last thing to talk about is the whole the ending. So to get you guys prepared, well, to get Roger prepared, there's a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. And without saying too much, I'll say that if these two scenes were in a contest together, I'd say the mid-credit scene would win first prize. So that's all about it. But yeah, really great film. Really great for the, definitely worth watching it if you're a Sonic fan.
Alrighty then.
Yep, and of course, that's what Melty bought, which looks much better compared to what Cineworld had on their shelves. I mean, they still had but they still looked nice enough. Like with the cups, there was all the printing of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow, and Sonic 3 logo, and the toppers are basically, nice. They're nicely done, but obviously they always seem to keep missing paint for their feet, so they always have very minimalistic sort of looking shoes. So it's kind of weird seeing Shadow having almost pure white sneakers on.
Yeah, I've heard about them.
Yeah,
I've heard about those because they did that for the second film where they had figurines of Sonic and Tails on top. So for this film they brought it back, but now they added Knuckles and Shadow to the bunch.
Yeah, I think Knuckles gets away with having less paint on his shoes, so it's only the yellow that's missing, because everyone else is just either pure red or pure white.
Yeah, it's like something out of a Happy Meal toy.
And I think Roger mentioned that you're already showing off your spoils of war by decapitating the head of Sonic.
Is this a horrific British stuff you talking about?
Yeah, it's that one.
All right, there you go.
Because it's the only one. Because Cineworld is the only ones at the moment I'm aware of that are doing the promotional stuff.
That's a shame. Oh, I wonder if I can find something in the Netherlands.
I'm sure you will, because I mean, you did for the first Sonic movie. You did at least get one of the first Sonic toppers in his original design.
Oh yeah, the first film, yeah.
Indeed.
And that lovely photo that your wife took of you looking at it yes, I approve of this.
Oh yeah, wasn't that from yeah, I think that was also from the Sonic movie Dissected episode, yeah.
Yeah.
I showed it there. As proof I saw the movie, in case someone needed it.
Yeah. That was back when, I kind of started that whole running gag. It's I'll keep my thoughts vague on it as possible, just to fuck with everyone. Haha, but eventually I dropped that when the second film came out.
And now here we are at the third movie. You gonna do the running gag again?
Nah, love. That whole fake trailer I did of I'm on this epic quest to try and get my thoughts on the movie revealed, and Luke is part of this evil organization that's trying to kill me and whatnot. No, that whole fake trailer I did was pretty much my last hurrah on that running gag. So yeah, I don't do that no more.
Kind of a pity, because I'm sure you could have at least have done that for the third. Sonic Dissected, where it's well, in my opinion, I think that the first Sonic movie is and Roger says shut up, we're talking about the third movie. It's wait, already? What happened to the second one?
Nah, I'm not that bitter with the movies. I like the Sonic movie series. I feel like the only time I'd probably bring it back is with the games, because cancel culture loves to hate on my ass whenever I talk about the games.
Oh, this game sucks because of this one small thing, and then suddenly everyone has a go at you. Is how dare you insult my beloved?
Yeah, I'm too traumatized from all the shit I got for trashing on Sonic Colors back in the olden days when it was the newest game at the time.
Oh well, it's always
Yep.
fun.
But yeah, as for me, I also did enjoy the film a lot. It's definitely top shelf. Is the best way of describing it? It's like it's that very fancy one at the top shelf, like with Sonic 2 on the middle shelf and Sonic 1 at the bottom shelf, and maybe the Knuckles series joining it.
Was London properly represented?
I would probably say maybe-ish. Because, I mean, I did recognise all the landmarks, but of course Sonic was just, like, going all over the place. I'm like, why are you going all the way that way, Sonic? It's like, oh, but I want to see the sights. I want to go to, here. I want to go there. I want to go there before I actually go and do my main thing. But anyways. But yeah. As I said, like, definitely enjoyed it. Like, the human characters, they're still there, but they're obviously not, like, almost, like, heavily forced in because it's like, these are big, like, stars here. We've got to make sure we get the most out of them, sort of thing, because they're kind of... they're still there, but they're just not as active as before.
Yeah, I was wondering, because there doesn't seem to be much room for them to be in this one, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, they do try and get them involved here and there, but...
Yeah.
But obviously not, like, heavily.
But does the most important character show up? Olive Garden?
The Olive Garden man?
Yeah, oh yeah, the film's version of Gun Commander. It's like, yeah, he's in this film.
I mean, Olive Garden itself, is there a restaurant within the gun base?
No
you'll have to wait and see.
Probably not, no. I mean, probably not. Then again, I'm most likely going to rewatch it again on Monday. But just this time as watching it in, like, normal mode as opposed to 4DX where we were all bouncing all over the place. And Luke grumbling that he was getting sprayed on with water.
Oh, like,
yeah, fancy 4D stuff, yeah. Yeah, I'll most likely watch it again. Like, this time in, like, the movie theater that's actually closer to me, because the one I saw was, like, 20 minutes away, just because I felt like doing something different. But yeah, especially for, like, next stream, so I imagine that's all we're gonna do is just talk about Sonic Movie 3. So yeah, sorry folks for anyone's watching the stream. You'll have to wait until next time to hear Roger and everyone else's epic and in-depth thoughts, spoiler-heavy stuff on Sonic Movie 3.
But yeah, I believe also Salah's going to watch it in a unique way, because I mean, for you obviously watched it on recliner seats, so I watched it in 4DX, and he's now contemplating and watching it in Screen X, which is basically the whole, like, field of view is like 270 degrees, so meaning you get to see, like, more of the sides that you wouldn't normally see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't got any of those where I'm at, because yeah, there's just regular movie theaters, and the one with the recliner seats also has IMAX, but sadly Sonic Movie 3 wasn't playing in the IMAX.
Yeah,
you're all trying to top each other. The only special form of the movie I can watch the Dutch version, and no way I'm gonna go through that portion.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we just need someone to say, "Oh, I watched Sonic Movie 3 in one of those drive-through movies." Yeah.
Oh yeah,
those are still a thing in certain areas. Yeah.
You should watch the first movie in the drive-through, but then keep moving your car so you feel just like Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah, like imitate that scene where he's like running around in the baseball diamond. Yeah.
But yeah, just left a small, like, the image from, like, the trailer of Screen X, which Salah took, in which it just has that very awkward looking picture of Knuckles just basically going like, as opposed to him looking more concerned. So I think that it's almost like it's kind of like AI type generated type thing. I mean, it's not like super AI, but it's just kind of like a bit weird. Like, why does he look like that?
It almost looks like he's like fist bumping Shadow. Like, hey!
Give me a moment to get the screen.
No worries. But yeah, that's obviously like the entire view that you'll most likely get.
Alright, should appear on screen soon. With Knuckles' derpy face. So yeah, so apparently they did it as super widescreen. That's interesting. And a bit of a waste, because you're never going to watch that when you have it on DVD. So.
That's what probably. But it's just like it's like a unique sort of experience in a way. It's like well, I've seen Sonic normally. I've seen it in 4DX. I've seen it in Screen X. The only thing they don't have is like in like IMAX or a drive-in because I haven't seen any of those.
King Ring asked me, "Are you gonna add real grunting to Soul's Ascent?" Yeah, as soon as it's released, yes, I will check it out if I can do that. That sounds cool. All right, sorry for the disruption.
No worries.
Anyway, for this stream, we made a whole bunch of YouTube poops. We have about 6 of them, mostly for Christmas related, but also random ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna play Luke's audio later on, or?
I will play his audio later as well. Yes, but
okay,
I wanted to play
sure.
your YouTube first because I want to spread them across the stream. Otherwise, it gets a little tiresome. I have to play them all one by one.
Yeah.
So yeah, since we don't have much to talk about Christmas related, we did a bunch of YouTube poops for Sonic Roboblast. Not Sonic Roboblast, sorry, Sonic Christmas Blast. Because, we did already talk about it on the stream. We did make a YouTube poop for it. And since we're on a mission to make a poop for every single Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog episode, this one should be included. But this one gets special treatment because now it has 4 separate ones. No, wait, Luke didn't make a special Christmas.
No.
Yeah. Well, I know Euan made one, and
yes, well,
I know I did.
The 3 of us all have one for Christmas Blast. And I also made one for the intro itself, and Luke made a general one. So, 5 YouTube poops to go through. Euan, tell us, what should the first one be? The intro, Christmas Blast, yours, LT's, Luke's?
Could start off with the intro, because this is like your first proper foray into YTPs.
That's right. I never made one before, so I did a YouTube poop for the intro of Adventure Sonic Hedgehog just as a test.
Scroll upwards.
Yeah, tell me when I can do a countdown. And after that, we'll play Luke's review of the movie.
Okay, might be... Sorry, I'm just trying to look for your YTP intro.
I want me to link it again. Ooh, it's been a long time ago, yeah. Wow, we're horribly prepared. We didn't listen to Star.
I mean, isn't it the one with the Google Drive link, or is it the one you posted in the live?
Okay.
I didn't upload it.
Well, I've opened it up. I've opened it up in Media Player, so I can watch it from there.
Alrighty. I put the link again in live chat in case LT doesn't have it.
So let's... Okay, that one. Okay, I grabbed a different link.
Alrighty, ready to go? My first YouTube poop. Oh my goodness. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. We have an error. Oh, this is going great.
Michael Bay's Sonic the Hedgehog.
What the hell are you staring at?
And there it was. My very first YouTube poop. Y2P.
Hooray!
Sonic the Hedgehog, directed by Michael Bay.
There's so many explosions in the intro. Even better the Christmas one, where they from Eggman explodes for no reason at one point.
Oh yeah, where they did their own Christmas theme and then mixed together with oh, it's the intro, and then clips from the special, and then a lot more random explosions. Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyway, now we'll play Luke's movie 3 review. So Luke still has a presence this episode. So here we go.
Hi guys, this is Luke. Me and Euan just came out of watching the new Sonic movie, and it is brilliant. It's pretty much the ultimate Sonic experience. It's got a lot of great action. Shadow was really good with it, and even Jim Carrey as Robotnik was pretty well good, especially at the end. The human scenes, they don't overstay their welcome. I mean, Tom's actually pretty good in this, and they don't. There is one,
Hey
but
guys,
it's over quite quickly.
stopping in
But yeah, it's very good. Yeah, I mean, the ending will make
Hello?
everyone's jaw hit the floor. But also, yes, there is a very, very special after credits scene as well. So, yes, I give this 5 thumbs up. 5 dancing Robotniks and all that. So, yeah, give it a shot. It's best video game movie ever. And scene.
And suddenly, surprise Sala coming in at a very bad timing.
Yes.
Whoops.
I tried to time it between videos, but I guess I messed that up. Just stopping in to say hi. My sister and I are on our way to Montana right now, so just figured I'd say hi. Happy holidays, everyone. And no Sonic 3 spoilers.
Well,
Don't worry, we're not.
Yep, we're not.
No.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
go
except
driving
you
home for
guys-
Christmas.
Yep. See you guys in a couple weeks.
Yep, see ya.
Yep, have
Yeah,
fun. Doodaloo.
There we go.
Such a festive way of leaving.
Boing.
Yeah.
Poor Luke.
Be-
Now nobody
Yeah.
hears his thoughts.
Us, like, Salad constantly interrupting. It's like, hello? Like, and I kept saying, shh. Like, 1 sec, Salah. Luke's talking here.
Poor Salad didn't know anything about us.
Yeah.
Playing Luke did. Yeah.
That was not a pleasant welcome for him. Poor guy. I had no idea he was going to make a cameo.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. But yeah, Luke, of course, gives it, like, 5 thumbs up. Like, where the other 3 thumbs come from.
Yeah.
So that's why he had to replace it
Yeah.
with, like, 5 dancing Eggmen. Like, where are all these other Eggmen coming from, then?
Yeah. Well, you know, there's like, Sat AM, Adventures of Sonic, Underground, Boom, and I don't know, Archie. Yeah, that's 5.
Naturally.
So how many thumbs do you give it, Euan? 20 out of 2?
Well, I don't normally, like, do the thumbs up thing, but I'll give it, like, 5 shadows with guns out of 5.
There we go. Hey, you melting man, how many thumbs do you give it?
Well, not much in the ratings, but like I did last time, I might as well go with it. So yeah, for Sonic Movie 3, I give it 5 Robotnik mustaches out of 5 Gerald mustaches.
There we go.
How are you drawing?
Luke giving 5 thumbs ups.
Oh, yeah. Was wearing the extreme top hat. Because that's how important this is.
Indeed.
Extreme top hat, yeah. Yeah, it's not quite extreme as how I usually draw top hats. Well, at least when drawing Roger and Luke, yeah. I just have that weird detail of, like, drawing the flat part, and then, like, for the main hat, it's, like, kind of this weird angle shape. It's like, oh, it starts, like, slanted, and then straight, and then slanted again. Yes, that's my artistic style for you guys. Yeah.
Sure, why not? Always like a little bit of artistic flair. Alrighty.
There you go.
But yeah, I guess next time we'll talk in depth about the movie when everyone saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because by then it'll been out for a while for both America and Europe, and I assume by then everyone here will have, well, the rest of the gang will have seen it and will talk about it.
Yeah. And of course, naturally, we'll have to put in the spoiler warning.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll get someone coming in and they'll be grumbling like stinks, like, "Why are you spoiling the film for me?" Even though, despite the fact we've got spoiler, like, in big words, literally over the entire screen. And he still grumbles, like, "Why are you spoiling it for me?"
Yeah, just more further proof that the Sonic fan base is illiterate. Like, why else do you think Archie Sonic gets trashed on? Because no one does the proper research.
Indeed.
Or Fleetway.
Ah, yeah, yeah, I think Fleetway kind of gets even more, mostly because of its European exclusivity. Yeah.
As well as the sort of stories it comes up with.
Ah, yeah.
More harebrained than any other.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. What shall we talk about next? Shall we go on to the comments? Oh!
I was thinking like, what was the next video that was playing? The YouTube poop, Euan's or mine or whatever he's playing here.
Yeah, you immediately want to go for a new YouTube poop to introduce us to. Sorry, I just want to have Severus Snape kill Maria. For spoilers.
Let's see. I was about to say something, but it's like, oh no, that might be a spoiler, so I'll just shut up. Yeah.
Yeah. Bit spoilerish, don't say it.
Yeah, right.
Of course, I want to be surprised when Severus Snape shows up.
Yeah. Well, okay, I will say this. Like, so I feel like Elise was complaining about how Maria was like in Shadow Generations and how she acted like. So after seeing this film, I kind of feel like maybe she'd like this version of the character, but that's for next time.
Alrighty then. So time for the next YouTube poop. Shall we? Who's first? I think it's. I don't even know which one. I just called them 1, 2, and 3.
I come before you today to announce.
Just surprise. Well, I say surprise us, but then again, it's like.
That you can't watch alongside of it.
Yeah, that'll be the problem.
Yeah, the delays. Yeah.
Which is bad this time for me.
From all of you. Walking in the cave.
And that was
Oh, that's mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's start with Euan's. Man, we're badly prepared today. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Euan's poop in 3, a 2, a 1.
I come before you today to announce my retirement.
No, Santa, please. It's too sad.
Good.
And what do you plan to give Robotnik Claus for Christmas?
Absolutely nothing!
Oh, a helper elf grounder? Yes, your merry Yuletide ship.
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No! No!
What is the meaning of this? What happened?
Kinky.
Woohoo! Uh-oh! Oh, boy!
Mistletoe.
I'm sick of your lies! And what do you plan to give Robotnik Claus for Christmas?
I can suck your dick.
Oh, that's...
You love your has-been hotel, don't ya?
Oh well, I've just thought including it because it's just like just funny just seeing this character literally just gush over Robotnik.
Indeed.
As well as at least not being amused.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed, she's not. If she was here anyway. But she's not here, so we can do unamusing things all we want.
Exactly.
And Sala isn't here anymore, so we can talk bad about Sonic Unleashed 2. Good times.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure one of these days I'll try and do like YouTube poop intro for the stream, and it's just gonna have Robotnik sentence mixing to say, "Elise is not amused."
That'd be cool if you can pull that off.
I'm sure. Like, I know there's a video out there that has all of Robotnik's scenes from the show, and that's like 5 hours of spoken dialogue. So I'm sure I have more than enough material to get all the all the syllables and everything to say the right words.
Just goes to show how long this show is. It's just 5 hours of just Robotnik talking, yeah.
Because he's the best part of the show.
But yeah, 65 episodes, so that's quite a lot of footage. Right, so we're suddenly going back to Sonic Fleetway because we skipped over a Christmas story.
Yeah.
Sir Euan, explain yourself.
Explain myself for why we are doing this story now as opposed to when we should have done it with the other stories.
Yes. How dare you, sir?
I don't know why he's saying that to me. I thought it was you that said, "No, we gotta save one of these for Christmas."
Oh.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
someone
I
said.
think it was like save both of them, but I was strongly requesting that we do at least one, especially considering the fact it was during Easter. You know, like
Yeah.
might as well tell the story of.
Yeah.
That's more suitable for the birth of Jesus on the day that he died.
So I have to be angry at myself now. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Very well. Roger, how dare
So yeah.
Because I know,
And
like,
Melty, of course, shouting "humbug" to you, Roger, or umbug.
yeah, humbug. Hamburger.
Hamburger. I know ice cream humba. Humba! Alrighty,
Yeah.
you were going to do synopsis. I got two
Yeah.
stories. I think we only did Season of Goodwill.
Yeah, because we already did the one with Insect Guy, so we're doing the other one we skipped over.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So tell us,
Sadly,
why is
Rob-
Amy wearing a pirate hat?
'Cause she is a pirate. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as much as you want to, we would like to talk about the other story, but we've already done that one. Even though we all got a good chuckle about how the boy's mother is like looking like she's about to angrily throw him out the window. It's like, "Come here, you," and then just does so.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Too bad
As well as the
Charmy's not
warning. Yeah, as well as the big fat warning sign saying, "Kids, don't be stupid. Don't throw yourselves out a window."
Why not?
Yeah,
Look
don't
at how
be
much
like
fun
Tom.
he has. What?
Like, I could fly.
Wee. So yeah, just remember, don't be like Tommy or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah.
We'll never know because we don't care. Anyway,
Exactly.
Sonic's World, Season of Goodwill.
Righty dokie. Season of Goodwill. It's Christmas Day at the deserted Emerald Hill Zone. As in Techno's secret underground laboratory, she is celebrating Christmas with Shortfuse the Cybernick, as well as the three freedom fighters, Amy Rose, Tails, and Johnny Lightfoot. Although Amy wishes Sonic was there to join them, Tails says he's not worried as they have Shortfuse to help them out, as well as Robotnik probably unlikely to do any bad stuff on Christmas Day itself. But the Cybernick thinks otherwise. Sure enough, in the office of Citadel Robotnik, the evil doctor is angry that everyone is enjoying themselves without his permission. But he has a new weapon, an orbiting satellite that's armed with a heat ray that will melt the snow in Happy Valley Zone, causing floods and widespread damage. So now it becomes the Sad Valley Zone. But before he can push the firing button, he's temporarily blinded by a white light, revealing an old man with a massive white beard, red nose, piercing white eyes that stare into your soul, and a snowflake staff. Questioning Robotnik if all this anger is worth it because no one sent him a Christmas card, before introducing himself to the confused doctor as Father Christmas. Robotnik orders his troopers to destroy this intruder, but they can't see or hear him as Father Christmas tells the doctor that only living beings can see him. Robotnik then attempts to assault Father Christmas, but his hand goes right through him, as he explains that he can't be touched out of anger, and drops the name Ovi, even in which the doctor says he's now Ivo Robotnik. Father Christmas offers Robotnik to do a good deed by having him blow up his satellite instead of using it for evil. The doctor asks what he'll get in return, but when he's told just peace of mind, he refuses as the satellite is a symbol of his power over Mobius. Just then, Father Christmas shows to Robotnik on the monitor that Shortfuse is destroying his satellite, with the Cybernick knowing the Doctor would be up to no good on Christmas. Robotnik then says that because Father Christmas got what he wanted, he asks if he'll get a present, but Father Christmas refuses this as the Doctor was given a choice and he refused to do the right thing, so he gets no presents. Just as Father Christmas leaves, he offers Robotnik a warning that if he continues down his destructive path, then his empire will fall within a few months. The Doctor brags that he doesn't need his advice, as he is in charge and has power, but then realizes, as he says quietly, he has no friends on Christmas Day, as he just stands there rubbing his feet together so sadly. He's like, I don't have any friends. As we get a sepia tone sort of spotlight on him, it's like, what a sad, lonely man he is. The end.
Robotic's really pathetic in this one, yeah. I love when he's pouting when Father Christmas is behind him. He's like, what is in it for me? He's such a small child in this one. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Poor Robotnik.
Yeah, especially with it kind of looks like it has a bluish light, so it's like, oh yeah, a fitting song for that. He's gonna have a blue Christmas.
Indeed.
Robotnik's going to have a blue Christmas.
I also love Cybernick sitting at the dinner table at the party. He looks so grumpy. He's like, I hate this table and I hate this party.
I think he's just annoyed because he's not allowed to dump exposition as to his backstory.
Oh yeah,
that's right. He didn't do that this time.
Quite a rarity.
Yeah. But yeah, I love how everyone gets a dramatic introduction and they never show up again outside of Cybernick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, just showing here's where everyone is and what are they doing right now on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Well, they're having
Isn't it a Christmas thing in UK to have a pirate hat on and a party hat and a seashell in the case of Cybernick?
Well, I know about the regular paper party hats, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be like a Christmas cracker sort of thing, but I suppose it's just also a DIY sort of make a hat day. So maybe Amy really wants to be a pirate one day.
And Johnny and Tills have a crown. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have opened the crackers.
Yeah, because there is a Christmas cracker on the table. Yeah.
And one exploding in front of Johnny. Yeah. I hope it explodes as well as Mr. Bean's.
And of course, they get a ring, but whose ring is it, and what sort of ring is it? Is it the Ring of Power, or is it a Captain Planet ring? To call on Captain Planet to save the world?
No, it's just a regular power ring. Yeah.
Maybe
oh yeah, that makes sense. The power ring from Sonic Christmas Blast.
Oh yeah.
Though it's quite an oddity to see being served on a Christmas Day being sausage and mash. The way the sausage is just stuck in there.
Oh yeah.
And cupcakes.
Weird.
Very interesting meal. Oh well, I guess I just grab what you can get.
Yeah.
But at least they've got an actual Christmas pudding, but you can barely see it behind Tails.
It's almost weird that you call it a pudding because it looks more like a cake. It's like you weird British and you weird nut puddings.
We love our puddings and
pudding
we
is
love
supposed to be like custard.
It could be icing, because I'd think it might be. But then again, I'm more used to having to put brandy ice cream on top of a Christmas pudding.
Fair enough. But yeah, we don't really have pudding like that. It's always really so weird to me, baking the pudding or putting it in the oven. Because pudding is explicitly only cold stuff here. You weird British people and your weird traditions. Mel, do you ever eat Christmas puddings in America?
Oh, I don't know if Christmas. I assume Christmas pudding is also a thing in America, but from my experience, no, I've never had that. It's more of just the Christmas turkey or ham and mashed potatoes, green beans. Oh yeah, and crescent rolls. Yeah, but no, I don't recall having any puddings from any family get-togethers I've been to on Christmas.
Yeah, because to me this doesn't look like a pudding. It looks like a cake, darn it.
Maybe it's someone's birthday, and that kind of explains the hat that Techno's wearing.
But whose birthday is it? It could be short fuses. He's probably just annoyed. Why is my birthday on Christmas? I don't like this. I only get one set of presents. I don't get two.
To me, this is pudding, the cold, fruity candy stuff. Oh well, every country their own habits, I suppose.
But yeah, that is kind of like the normal sort of Christmas pudding we tend to get. But yeah, obviously for you, pudding is that jelly mold.
Yeah, jelly. Indeed, more jelly-ish. That's what I associate with pudding.
But I have to be honest, I've never really seen, in like actual real life, an actual round spherical pudding.
No? When I looked up in Google, all I found are spherical puddings.
Yeah, I think that's the standard look for it, the Christmas
Well,
pudding. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about like a full spherical, not like half a sphere. And then maybe it's just more of a cartoon thing where they just simply just draw a round circle for the pudding, and they say, "There you go."
Yeah,
I guess
the artist got lazy.
Cartoons always make it simpler looking, just like cheese. There's always specific.
Yeah. Was even looking through, and I just finally found like an actual real spherical Christmas pudding. But I'm just wondering if it's an actual pudding or just something that someone just made that as part of an advertising thing.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's a fake.
Liars.
It's a fragrance candle.
Yeah. It's a fruitcake. Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. But yeah, it's kind of funny how Robotnik like decides that his first victims of like mass flood is in a valley called Happy Valley.
Yeah, what a lame name. Surprised it took him so long for him to want to destroy it.
Yeah.
Happy Valley, I'll make you happy. That is not it.
No, you'll only be happy the moment I end up firing that laser. Then I will be happy, and everyone else will be drowning.
Good old
But yes, yeah, quite kind of an interesting design that they gave Father Christmas here. I mean, it still has that sort of similar vibe, but also being noticeably different, almost like he's wearing like a pajama onesie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rare in seeing Santa Claus actually showing up in official Sonic media. So yeah, I do like Fleetway Sonic's take, with the robes and everything.
They can do whatever they want. I mean, Fleetway Sonic operates on a different logic. But yeah, that's kind of cool. They went for the more classic pre-Christmas look of Father Christmas. Yeah. And it's kind of cool. You never see his face, just the nose and the beard. He still looks friendly, but could be more intimidating. Is that audio problem? Man, things are going bad today.
No, Sylvia was like, "Oh, noticeable the silence moment. As usual, someone's talking," and that just let me confused. Like, what is my mic cut out or something?
I can hear you now. Euan, do you still exist? Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, just had to grab dinner.
Fair enough. Okay. Was worried for a bit.
Okay.
We had some audio problems.
Yeah, it's just I was saying 1 sec because dinner was being called upon.
Indeed.
Well, it's not really a festive sort of meal. It's basically katsu chicken with like fried potato chunks. I mean, the only closest thing to it being festive is that it's got 2 Brussels sprouts.
That's very festive. There's only a few of them. But yeah, it's not Christmas yet, so I assume you still have to eat normal dinners. We only had soup.
Yeah.
We had pea soup for dinner today, so nothing fancy either. Gotta save it up for the big day. Anyway, is it time for the next YouTube poob? Melties?
Sure.
Does anyone have something more to say about this comic?
No, I'm pretty good. Just a nice image,
Yeah, it's just like a nice little sort of like comic of Robotnik basically being told off, like, if you keep doing this, you're never gonna get any presents.
Yeah, it's funny enough, like, this was from, issue 93, so in a lot of ways, this was, like, predicting the future when Santa warned him about, like, oh, your empire will fall if you continue this path of evil,
in a few months, which technically did happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, 7 Fleetways later, like issue 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped at issue 100,
They had it all pre-planned all along.
Yeah.
Or Santa had it all pre-planned.
He
was planting the seeds.
Yeah, then Yeah, who knows when we'll get back to Fleetway Sonic.
So we're not finished with it yet, no. But
Yeah, because we have like what 84 issues left. So at least when we decide to go back to Fleetway Sonic, it'll most likely be a lot shorter because around that time, that's when like the stories from previous issues get reprinted, and it's just gonna boil down to like one story per issue.
Yeah.
That makes it go much faster, indeed.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for Melty's Christmas poop. Everyone ready?
Yeah, despite my struggling cold, I was able to cobble together this right before I went and saw Sonic Movie 3.
Awesome.
Quite impressive.
Very last thing Melty did before going to the movie. Watch what his pre-movie free brain did as his last goodbye.
Yeah.
You folks ready? 3,
Yep.
a 2, a 1, a go.
From all of us to all of you, a very Merry Christmas. For on this bright and joyful night, we're glad to have you with us.
Penis!
We'll zip in and zip in and zip in and zip out before Robotnik even knows we're Sally. Sonic! Swamp ahead! Ready, aim, fire!
Fail to listen to my rules, and you could end up as someone's dinner. My dinner.
And there it was.
Yep, with me getting a small cameo without realizing.
Yeah, I feel like I was kind of running out of ideas or something. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just use what we did last year when we covered the special and just have that sync up with Robotnik just for fun, but yeah. Usually I try to avoid that kind of stuff because I feel like just voice acting bits just kind of feels like cheating with YouTube poops, but it's like, oh, just this one occasion, it was a fun joke that Euan did, so, gotta bring that to life with visuals.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like voice acting can work in YTPs. It's just like when to use them specifically that works. Because after all, someone did use Luke's Bowser voice at one point of the "Me? Who's talking about me?"
Oh, that's awesome.
Line.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was that the King's Epic Adventure YTP.
Oh, good to know. Anyway, so for some reason, one of you two had planned for this stream that we're gonna do a talking about our favorite Sonic Snow levels and Christmas costumes. Who's responsible for such a mad idea?
I was the one that suggested the costumes. I don't remember. I think it was you that suggested the levels, Roger.
Really? Did I do that? I can't imagine me doing that.
Well, I definitely remembered someone was mentioning it. I was only because I did mention about like maybe we could do that. If not, then maybe next year. But
alrighty.
But since you've already got all the pictures up, so we can do that. Remember to join in, chat. Remember to give us your sort of like ranking opinions on these most festive of pictures.
What's your favorite Christmas outfit any of the Sonic characters ever wore?
Yeah. And just make sure you read the title so that I can keep up with, this doggone delay on my end.
Oof, it's gonna be tough for me because I have absolutely no opinion on fashion. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Well, yeah, because I know it was quite a while ago. We did a random talk about random costumes in Sonic games. So I figured, well, it's Christmas time, so let's see how many Christmas-themed outfits there are in official Sonic media. So I tried to get at least a good chunk of them. There might be a few I left out. I know I left out the ones with the Sonic Movie 3 posters, and that's mostly because I couldn't really tell which one of them was official, and others just looked more fan-made. There was this parody of the Grinch, and they had the ornament thing, but it's it's Sonic there, but it's clearly a photoshopped image of a Sonic figure from Jack's Pacific and not movie Sonic, which is weird because there actually does exist an official movie Sonic ornament thanks to Hallmark.
But did you include that weird Robot Chicken style animation outfit thing?
I included the ugly sweaters that movie Sonic and the gang wore from that Christmas short. So it's I don't know. There's some festive look to it. It's okay, fuck it, we'll throw that in as well.
Oh yeah, I see them now. Okay, yeah. All right, then it is complete more or less. Very well. Okay, so competition. What is the most exciting Christmas outfit they ever wore? Starting with Sonic, who twice dresses up like a present. I guess he has a giant ego. The best kind of present you get is me.
Yeah, that was from Archie Sonic from issue 6, mostly from their Christmas Carol spoof. Which, yeah, there's kind of two different versions. Like one that's like the yellow and the hat one that's just from the cover, and then the one that he appears in the actual story is the white and red one when he plays all three of the ghosts in the spoof. So he's like the ghost of Christmas present because he's dressed like a present. Hoo hoo.
All for a bad pun.
Yeah, that's Mike Gallagher's style of humor with Sonic comics.
So, Euan, our fashion expert, what is your opinion on these Christmas clothes? What's your favorite for Sonic? Specifically.
Well, in terms of favorites, quite the tricky one.
If you don't care and they're all equally terrible, that's also a valid.
I suppose maybe I'll go for the Sonic in the Santa outfit, the one next to the Sonic Adventure 2 Santa jacket outfit.
Oh yeah, the one with the snowy quills.
Snowy quills.
Yeah, I like that one too. That was from the mobile phone games. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more detailed to the design. Because like the one where he's just wearing the jacket and the hat, that's like the most common festive themed Sonic outfit that has appeared in a lot of other stuff. So I tried to avoid any like duplicates. So I was like, okay, we'll go with more unique ones. Yeah. But yeah, I like the design. I especially like how the shoes are designed to look more like boots. Yeah.
Fitting because Sonic's shoes were inspired by Christmas boots, weren't they? So for the first time, he actually wears them as Christmas boots. All right, and then I kind of vote for Sonic Adventure 2 because I kind of love open jackets like that.
Just because
nostalgia, yeah.
Not just nostalgia because I never had that DLC, but I just like red open jackets. Kind of reminds me of Spirou.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, at least it fits him a little decently compared to the one that's in between the modern and classic Sonic. Because it just feels like he's just like threw it on without much care. It's like, okay, here we go, I'm festive now.
The Sonic Boom one is really awkward with the silver. It doesn't really pop very much.
Oh yeah, replace the scarf with a silver one. Yeah, it really does look like tinfoil.
Maybe Styx helped him dress.
Yeah, maybe it was a gift from Styx. Like to ward off the big purple creatures from the sky.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that in the mobile phone games they decide to have like classic Sonic, like, okay, we'll give him a festive outfit. It's like, oh wait, modern Sonic already has a Santa, so okay, we'll make classic Sonic an elf. Yeah.
Yes, to work in the factory.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's move on because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let's go to Rouge. We have two total choices. How exciting.
Yeah, there's surprisingly only 2 outfits. There's the Sonic Adventure 2 one, and then the other's from the Sonic Channel artwork.
Well, I think the Sonic Channel's gonna win, because we actually get some... but technically we're both, but not with a screenshot. Can look at your breasts, the most important detail with Rouge, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed about the Sonic Channel art. I mean, like, sure, she has like the hat and a festive dress and whatnot, but like the gloves and boots are still like part of her usual outfit. So, like, sure, there's a little more fur detail, but you'd think they'd look a little more festive. Like white, puffy bits, and make the gloves and boots more black. Like Santa.
That's a good point. But on the other hand, Sonic Adventure 2 is just a color map. That the other one has like a full-blown new outfit. So, but yeah, Euan, what's your thoughts? What's your preferred one?
Kind of debatable in some way, because even though Rouge's like Sonic Adventure 2 outfit is just simply just a color palette swap here and there. I mean, at least it still has some festiveness to it, as well as, and as for the Sonic Channel artwork there, I mean, yeah, she's got the nice outfit, but as Melty says, like, she's still just got her standard gloves and shoes. It's like, at least make them red or something. At least then we won't complain.
Yeah.
We're Sonic fans.
We always complain.
We always complain. All right, Sonic Adventure 2 wins. Next up, I put them not in the correct order, but whatever. The rest. So Sticks, Big the Cat. Everyone only had one outfit change.
Oh yeah, this is just a big hodgepodge of like all the miscellaneous one-shot characters mostly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
which is the winner?
Yeah, that's quite interesting because yeah, like there was that one festive Sonic channel art. It's like, okay, you got the characters from Murder of Sonic, and then I was kind of surprised. Oh yeah, technically Tangle does have a Christmas themed outfit. Yeah, there's that, and oh yeah, then the little guy next to Tangle. That's supposed to be the Yeti creatures from Sonic Lost World. So yeah, that's definitely more obscure because that's like a Christmas outfit only from Sonic Runners, which is dead, so no one can play it. But yeah. And then, of course, I had to throw in the Christmas-themed Archie Sonic variation cover.
Of course. And Jared Robotnik from the movie. All right.
Of course. Yeah.
I picked Big the Cat because he looks like a demonic Santa Claus, and I like that.
Yeah, that's Santa Pig has definitely appeared in a handful of official Sonic stuff. Yeah.
That's my pick. Euan, what's your pick? All these folks.
Well, I did get a bit of a chuckle because I'm just imagining like a young kid going downstairs just to see Santa Claus. Instead, they see Big the Cat just standing there, looking awkwardly ominous down at them, not saying a single word, and the kid's just like weeping.
Oh yeah, if you think creepy, I think it's creepy seeing Big as Santa. Yeah, trying to imagine him dressed as Krampus.
And Melty,
yeah.
you pick Cream the Rabbit, I assume?
No, sadly, never really was because there never was a festive Cream the Rabbit outfit, which is really strange. Like, there's a winter-themed outfit that she's worn a couple of times, but no, there never was a Cream the Rabbit Christmas-themed attire.
Sacrilege.
Yeah, I call sacrilege on that, but, yeah, so out of the miscellaneous ones, I don't know, it's like, okay, I like Tangle one, I do like, the conductor and his wife looking very festive, but I guess if I had to pick one, it would definitely be a Robotnik's ugly sweater. Because it's just so like him, game over and all the dead Sonic heads.
That is a nice touch, yes.
Yeah.
And I guess Styx goes to the beer fest instead.
Yeah, Oktoberfest.
In the middle of winter.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess in total big wins. Shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because of his shape, it fits him better.
Except for his demonic face, which makes it better.
Yeah.
Now we need a Santa Big versus Santa the Conductor. Yeah.
But indeed, Robotnik's Game Over shirt is awesome. Wow. Silver, too bad Elise is not here. She would have gushed over this. But she's not here, so it's up to us to pick the best silver outfit.
So
Silver. Yeah, this one definitely surprised me, because I know about the Nutcracker one, but then when I cobbled them all together, it's like, oh, there's actually 4 Christmas-themed outfits that he's worn. Yeah.
What is the second one? Is that for Sonic Rivals, or what? The low poly.
Yeah, it's like surprisingly in the Sonic Rivals games, one of the unlockable costumes for Silver is Christmas-themed.
Oh, I guess he's the Lightbringer, huh? That'd be my pick. I love the low poly look, so I go for the second one, Sonic Rivals Silver. What about you, Melty? Which is your favorite?
I guess compared to all, I guess I'd go with the Nutcracker look, because I just really like the design with the the details and everything. And of course, if Elise was here, her favorite would just be all of them.
Yeah. and then there'll be maybe like 10 to 15 minutes of her going through each individual outfit and saying why she likes it so much.
All of a sudden, she's a fashion expert. And Euan, what's your favorite silver?
I would say it would have to be the Nutcracker one, because it's like very nicely detailed and all the little bits, trinkets on him, as well as even the little sort of like red cheeks.
Yeah, little rosy cheeks. Yeah.
You guys just want silver to break your nuts, to crack your nuts. Right. At least it's not amused.
Exactly.
There we go. Yeah.
Moving on with Tails. Yeah, go ahead.
No, never mind. It's just me being silly.
No, feel free. Sorry, I was going too fast.
But yeah.
More cracking nuts.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to have that image of like Silver having to actually be right that down to crotch level.
Down to the nether regions, yeah.
That would be terrifying indeed. All right, what's your favorite Tails Christmas outfit?
Tails. Yeah, it's kind of surprising it felt like there wasn't that much variety, or at least not quite as flashy when compared to like Sonic and whatnot. But it's like, yeah, I mean, there's some interesting designs, like, obviously the ugly sweater one, which has like Christmas lights and the little tornado there. That was nice. Oh yeah, and then the figurines, like the little classic Tails figures, where it's like, oh, it's just a green and a blue variant. How creative.
The blue is boring,
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, I'd probably just go with the elf Tails that's appeared in, I think, Sonic Speed Simulator and maybe a few others. But yeah.
Alrighty, I go with the Sonic Adventure 2 Tails in the Tornado because I just love the idea of him putting on the whole mech suit just for Christmas. That's how he sits at the Christmas table, wearing that entire mech suit.
Yeah, I have to agree with Roger on that one. I also like the festive Tornado because even though Tails isn't dressed up, at least he made his baby all festive.
Oh yeah.
That is his suit. That's what he wears at the party.
Yeah, just smashing through all the built windows and such just to basically deliver presents at high speed.
Yeah, and if Blaze Ronan was here, who's a big fan of Tails, she would probably just save all of them.
Probably.
But she's not here.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's been a while since he showed up on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. I guess she's very busy.
Yeah, guess so.
I mean, she's still active, but just not been as chatty.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Moving on to Robotnik, and hey, you're missing the game over shirt in this one. How dare you, sir?
Yeah, I'm missing the what?
The game over shirt from the other cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I was putting down the rest, thumbnail, I noticed like, oh yeah, there's Tails and Robotnik. I already finished theirs, so it's like, fuck it, I'll cheat a bit and just post the whole cover there rather than edit it down.
Alrighty, then I'll insert it because that's definitely gonna be my winner. But yeah, you first. Which Robotnik do you like, Euan?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm just waiting a moment because there we go.
Oh, my apologies. Smelty, you're first.
Alright. So, which best Robotnik? Well, it's clearly the Adventures of Sonic one. The most sexiest Santa Robotnik. Which now that I look at it with the classic figure reskin, I'm surprised. Like, that and Adventures of Sonic also both have green gloves instead of like how Santa usually wears white or black gloves. Yeah.
That's very typical, yeah.
Well, yeah. Although I guess one shout out would be the one Chow short they did where like, Robotnik tries to disguise himself as Santa to capture a Chow thing and then gets booted out. But yeah, I was gonna throw that into the thumbnail, but it's like, I mean, we already have Santa Robotnik from Sonic X, so I'll let it slide. But, yeah.
I do love him wearing the beard on top of his mustache. That's a nice touch.
Yeah. That's kind of like the only difference between them. It's like, the beard is like obviously fakely worn on, while in the short, like Robotnik actually has a full face of beard, so it looks more convincing.
Indeed. Euan, you ready?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the Adventures or Christmas Blast Robotnik because it's just funny. Like he just despite having all this money and power, and yet he just can't afford to get himself like a proper outfit, so he just comes off more like a hobgoblin of sorts as opposed to like an actual festive looking Santa.
He does that on purpose. He's showing us his body's part of the fashion statement.
Especially his toe.
Oh yeah, his toe's sticking out, hobo claws.
I still would have picked the game over shirt. I love that with the Dead Sonics. But I guess Adventure Sonic Dad Shoko Robotnik wins. Good for him. Moving on to Knuckles.
Ah, yeah, Knuckles.
Knuckles, boy. I go for the Robo Chicken one just because he looks miserable. I mean, I guess it's a matter of picking the right screenshot, but it makes me laugh. It's like, I hate Christmas.
Yeah, for some reason they also, with the figure of classic Knuckles, they apparently did the same thing with Tails. Like, we have one where he's in a green hat, and we'll just do another lazy repaint. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, and then
Bit lame,
Boom
yeah.
Knuckles. Yeah, that's pretty lame. But I think what's even more lamer is the Sonic Adventure 2 one, mostly because it's barely noticeable. It's like, oh, it's like green stripes around his dreadlocks, and I think there's like maybe a bauble or something. But yeah, it's not very Christmas themed. So for my pick, I'd go with the reindeer outfit.
I do like the little Christmas bell hanging on his quills in the Sonic Adventure 2 one, though.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
a nice
one.
touch.
Yeah.
But other than that, pretty lazy, yeah.
Yeah, and of course it doesn't even help that I couldn't really find a good photo of that Christmas-themed SA2 Knuckles, because, I don't know, I guess it's that hard to find, or people just really don't give a shit about it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Euan, which is your pick?
I would say maybe. Well, I did get a chuckle from how miserable Knuckles just looks with his ugly sweater.
There we go.
But yeah, it's
So that's
also
it.
a little touch of him having grapes on it.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
They think of the little details. How wonderful. Yet again, one with only two. Blaze the Cat, our next option.
Yeah, just like how she's always been badly treated and neglected and whatnot, this poor gal only got 2 costumes, and they almost look the exact same.
Yeah. Sorry. So, Melty, what's your pick? Left or right?
Let's see. Yeah, between the Sonic Channel art design and the one that's from, well, the one screenshot I grabbed
Sonic
was from
Runners?
Speed Simulator.
Oh, okay.
No, she didn't have a Christmas themed outfit from Runners, or maybe it did run. Oh, I can't remember. But anyway, so yeah, between the costumes, I don't know. I kind of dig the Sonic Channel design. I just kind of like the long like robe outfit and whatnot, and I do like the extra touches that she does. You know, carrying the present and the little festive candle there. So nice touch.
Very well. Euan, are you ready to an answer? No? Okay, then I'll do it.
you sure do love rushing me, don't you? Nope, not got nothing to say. Nope. Okay, then I'll say.
It's like Roger. It's Christmas,
Like-
you know.
It's like, give me a chance. But yeah, I would say maybe I think I kind of like the outfit on the right a bit more, just because it's a little more overall festive.
Mm.
Mainly because of the boots. Because
The boots.
on the Sonic Channel artwork, she just has her normal shoes on.
Oh yeah, it has the same issue as Rouge. Yeah, it's weird. I guess Japan is not as fashionable with festive shoe wear.
For some
Yeah.
reason, the left one makes me kind of remind me of Ebenezer Scrooge with the whole candle holding it and the more modest clothing. Yeah, on the one on the right is much more sporty looking with the belt and the pants underneath. I think I go with right too. I think it's from Sonic Runners, looking at the art style, even though Melty says it isn't.
Yeah, the screenshot I grabbed was from, pretty sure it was from Speed Simulator, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that originated from Runners and then got carried over into other Sonic media.
Fair
Because I
enough.
know there's another bit of Sonic Channel where it shows Blaze looking at like, oh, which festive outfit should she wear, and she's holding like both of those outfits.
Oh, okay, that's a funny coincidence.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, moving on to Amy Rose. Only 4, that's surprising.
Yeah, Amy Rose.
Sonic has more than her. Guess he's more of a diva. Alrighty. I think I go for the third one. It's cute. Fits her
Oh yeah,
personality more.
the green outfit from the mobile games. Yeah.
Indeed. Euan, what do you say?
I'd say the third one as well, because it's definitely a little more unique compared to just the pure red that she's normally known to wear, so having a bit of green is a change.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Melty, your choice.
Let's see. So yeah, going through all the outfits. Well, I kind of like the Boom Amy's design, but of course, I only chalk that one down because of how much of a Karen she is. So yeah, my top favorite is, obviously the third one, because that one just screams Christmas with all the details and the little candy cane and bow, and yeah, she does look good in green. Yeah.
Indeed. Although I do like classic Amy as well, but the third one is slightly better. And
Yeah, I'm kind of
last...
surprised when. Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I was looking for like classic Amy Christmas themed outfits. Like, no, all I could find was just that one figure. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do Like, I know there was like a Sonic Mania Adventures show with Amy trying to get Metal Sonic to Robotnik for Christmas or something. So yeah, it was just her winter outfit, and that's it. Surprisingly, she didn't have a Christmas themed attire for that.
Oh well.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed how they left that out. Right, and Shadow, who seems to have only one outfit, except one has a scarf and the other doesn't.
Yeah, Shadow had 2 Christmas themed outfits. Yeah. Which I guess that's kind of fitting, because I imagine this is like a guy that doesn't really celebrate that much into Christmas.
Yep, that's why I would probably pick the right one, because it fits the most with Shadow. Like, okay, fine, I'll put on a jacket, but that's it.
I'd probably go for the left one. It's like, it's fine. I kind of like the little extra touches with the scarf and the hat, and how the jacket is like more longer. Yeah.
I'm the ultimate life form. I'm not cold. I don't need a scarf. Okay, Euan, up to you to pick who's the winner.
I
Make
would
a
say
decision.
maybe.
Now.
I'd say, Roger,
What?
calm down,
No.
calm down.
No,
Yes.
it's very important.
Let's calm down. I know it's important, but you must give me time.
Yeah.
You cannot rush me into these things. It's like the fate of the world depends upon this decision.
True
Yeah.
art
Like,
takes time.
who wears it better? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Yeah, come on, cut him some slack, Roger.
No.
I would say the left one. Because I mean, I just like how it looks overall. I mean, I was almost considering maybe the one on the right, just because that's definitely so Shadow of him, just to basically just put on a vest just quickly and just say like, there you go, I'm wearing Christmas now.
Yeah, it's funny enough, I'm kind of surprised they haven't done one of him dressed as Scrooge.
How disappointing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's fan art out there somewhere, but it would be nicer if if it was actually an official Sonic media.
Rhino says we forgot a Chow in Space Christmas special Santa Robotnik. I didn't recall.
No, I did briefly mention it, and the reason why I threw that one out was mostly because, well, we already have, I wanted to try to avoid duplicates, and
Okay.
because Sonic X already had Robotnik dressed in the regular Santa outfit. It's pretty much similar design. The only difference is the beard, where he has the cartoon has a full face of beard, while the Sonic X one just has a cheaply made beard tied onto his mustache.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, that was one of the most pointless things we ever did in the stream. Hooray! Christmas outfit.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
but,
it was only just 3 of us.
yeah.
If it was all 6 of us, then obviously there would be much more debate going on.
Yeah, it was kind of bummed, 'cause I was kind of looking forward to hearing Sal's thoughts, but oh well. Maybe we'll hear his thoughts in the comments. Or maybe do it again next year.
Alright, I think it's time for another YouTube poop. Mine, I guess. Oh my goodness, for a Christmas blast.
Yes.
Are we ready for the third Christmas poop?
Hey.
It's onward to... Yep, just getting up. There we
Alrighty.
go.
A 3, a 2, a 1, a go.
You're... No, Santa, please! Shh! No! Wait! Help! Shh! What the...
Robotnik Claus is the only person who will get presents this year. A red suit be out to pasture.
There were a lot of shh going on.
Poor Bobby.
You're so sadistic. We love teasing him. A good thing Euan and I aren't fathers. Although fathers love torturing their kids.
We'd love to see them suffer. It gives us power.
Yeah.
Power that we don't have over our own lives. Okay, so for some reason we also wanted to do a competition on snow levels. However, I found most of them so boring I don't want to go through all of them. So let's everyone just pick their favorite 4 or 5 and keep it at that, I guess. Because there's so many generic ones in there. Or did you have other plans, Euan? Or you're looking forward to it?
I wasn't saying I have any other plans, no. But yeah, we'll just obviously have a small gander at all these, like, very chilly levels that we could all basically poke fun of and make puns.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All the
Especially-
snow levels. I'm not sure if I have all of them. I might have forgotten a couple, but I know I forgot one from Sonic Speed Simulator. This was just
Yeah.
a generic ice level.
Oh, did you include the one from Sonic Superstars?
Nope, I forgot about that.
Ah.
All right, I'll
That's all.
quickly look for it. Sonic Superstar is so forgettable.
Hence why
So
you forgot
forgettable
it.
that Sega considered it a big disappointment.
Good.
Well, then maybe they shouldn't have sold it for like 55 quid.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been that damn expensive. And, maybe put in some more effort to the damn game.
Okay. Alright, so it's called Frozen Base Zone.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Just a moment. Voila! But yeah, I'm generally not a huge fan of snow levels, mostly because the color palette is kind of dull. There are a couple good ones in there. So, shall we go through them, I guess?
Yes.
Starting right with the 5 that are my personal favorites, I guess, if I have to pick some. Starting with the most classic, Ice Cap from Sonic 3. I'm always kind of confused how there's like an entire Arctic zone on a tiny Angel Island. I kind of would have preferred if they went more with snowy tops. That makes more sense. But on the other hand, hey, it does give it a very unique look. So even if the logic is kind of weird. But then again, Angel Island's logic is kind of all over the place anyway. You have the whole Sahara, you have the whole Arctic, you have a giant carnival city. All that packed on a tiny island. I mean, I guess it's the Gale's Emerald Island, so I guess they can do whatever they want. It's made out of chaos, I suppose. But yeah, out of all the snow levels, it probably has the best level design. So on that level, definitely wins. And of course, it has everyone's favorite song.
Yeah, but which one? The
Yeah.
pre-beta one that became the one on Origins, or the famous Jetsons one?
Well, I grew up on the PC version, so I mostly know the beta version. But yeah, I guess it's the Genesis one that's the most popular.
Yeah. Hard times, happiest days of my life, or whatever the song is. Yeah.
Indeed. So, you guys have any thoughts on Ice Cap for Sonic 3?
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, you go ahead, Euan.
No, it's fine. You can go first.
All right.
Join in after you.
So yeah, I'm fine with Ice Cap Zone, and of course, I think when I first got to this zone, or at least first heard the music, it was the Genesis version. So the famous Jetsons song. But I liked it. I like the the look and the style of it. Yeah, very nice and Arctic themed.
Very
Yeah,
well. Go ahead.
I mean, I also like it. I think I prefer the Act 2 version a bit more compared to Act 1, just because it's outdoors and the whole sort of lighting kind of changes as you continue to advance through the stage, as you see all the glaciers managing to be perfectly aligned with the like backgrounds. It's like, what's it called, parallax scrolling.
Indeed. Very
Effect.
impressive. And the level design is a lot more fun because they go being flung up in the air and all that. Out of the cave,
Yeah,
back in the open. And I suddenly realized I also forgot about Sonic 4. Whoops.
Sonic 4.
Then again, everyone forgot about Sonic 4, even though it keeps popping up in official media.
White Parks.
I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Ice Cap Zone. The classic. We're done with that?
Yeah.
Alrighty, then moving on to the only actual Christmas-themed Sonic level from Christmas Nights. I mean, doesn't really count, but hey, Sonic was technically playable in it, so I included it. It's the most Christmassy. I love the color palette. It's one of my favorites because of that. And of course, you get
And the fact that
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, as well as the fact that you can also fight against a giant, like, Santa Claus, like Robotnik.
You didn't get the boss of Buffy, but in the Robotnik form. Yeah, it's great. But yeah, the level design is of course a bit weird because it's night, so you have like an open world area. It's kind of like an early Sonic Frontiers, where Sonic can just openly run across the snowfield until you turn into Super Sonic, and then you just get. Oh wait, he doesn't turn Super. Yeah, that's right. He can't fly with Sonic. That level is very difficult to play with him. He actually have to. Man, it's been too long since I played. Now I don't remember how the gameplay went.
So it's just basically hard mode.
Yeah, I think you never fly as Sonic. So you actually have to keep jumping and platforming. Ooh. Man, it's been too long since I played, but yeah. Anyway, it looks nice, so there you go. And that's very good music. Melty, you have any thoughts on Christmas Nights?
Sadly, no. I've never played Christmas Nights.
Blasphemy! How dare you, sir?
Well, I don't know how to play it. Like, I don't know if there is a way to, like, a more affordable way of playing it. Because all I have is just Nights on Steam, and that's it.
I think Nights on Steam had a Christmas special mode, although it didn't have the special unlockables, including Sonic. So you. But yeah, I have it on the Sega Saturn, so lucky me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess like
lucky man.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I have to search for it.
To the emulator. Yes, that's
not...
my way of playing that for eventually.
Good point. I haven't tried on emulators. I'm not sure if it works, but it should work. I hope. Anyway,
yeah, I'm sure there's emulators to run Saturn games. Yeah.
Well, I have a Saturn emulator, but I never tried Nights because I have done my own Saturn. But should give it a try someday.
Dust it off.
Indeed. All right, Ice Cap Zone for Sonic Adventure. Any thoughts on that?
Well, it's definitely. I would say like it's for the first time being able to go fully 3D in a Sonic Ice stage. You know, Sonic 3D Flicky Side doesn't really count, so that's more of a sprite perspective. 2.5D.
Technically, Sonic R also has snow levels because all the racetracks except for the last one can have snow theme to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's only like a weather thing. Yeah.
But I didn't do it, so. But yeah, okay,
Yeah.
it's the first proper, genuinely created snow stage. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and in fact, like the problem, I suppose, in some ways, like if you know how to do it, you can basically just cheese it by skipping almost the entirety of the first part of it,
Yeah.
just with a well-timed spin dash.
Indeed.
But I think most people just remember it for the snowboard segment of where you just walk straight outside and apparently you knocking over those boards causes a massive avalanche and Sonic just looks up going, whoa! And then just finds like, ooh, random snowboard. I'm on it. Whee!
Yeah, at least we got some cool music for it. Yeah.
And random like Eggman like drones just flying in out of nowhere and just like trying to carpet bomb the place but failing miserably. Unless you end up intentionally going into it.
Oh,
they got poor depth perception. Yeah.
So much spectacle. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I love when levels really do a little bit of storytelling or have like contextual changes. So the whole level is very slow and has very mellow music and just climbing up. And just to get to that climax, all of a sudden the music goes nuts and all the explosions happen. Such a nice build up. I love it when levels do something like that. I'm also always fascinated by the little houses you see at the end because during the snowboard you see a bunch of houses on the hill. It's like, who's living there? It's supposed to be a deserted island, damn it.
Yeah, and maybe like Knuckles just allows like tourists at times so you can get grapes.
Or maybe
that's
his
what currency, just grapes.
Or maybe that's where the animal critters live in. Like, yeah, they live in actual houses.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they need some people to go to carnival nights to ride the rides.
Yeah.
Although I will say one negative thing about it, and I suppose that's more
dare you,
the
sir.
version.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is basically trying to complete one of the challenges where you have to basically do this stupidly precise like triple jump type move so you can get to the go over the goal at the end, but I never could do that.
Yeah. That fucking mission where you have to go through all the the goalposts. Yeah, that is so freaking hard.
I wouldn't say the goalposts. I would think it's more sort of like you have to do like a triple sort of jump on those that last bit, and you have to get it right over. That one I can't do. I had to end up resorting. It was because of that I ended up buying a action replay cheating device just so I can actually complete it by using moon jump. Because don't make it that difficult.
Yeah, I remember I was struggling. I think that was one of the last challenges I had to do when going for all the emblems, at least on the GameCube version. Because I was pretty much that last mission, and then after that it was just trying to do all the Chow races to finally unlock the Metal Sonic skin in a multiplayer and other options.
Yeah. Surprisingly, that's the same thing I was doing. like that was the last thing I had to do, which
Yeah.
was to complete that challenge and then basically do all the Chow races to get Metal Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to get, my Chow to fully upgraded to get through the challenges, which fortunately I figured out there was like a trick of like, there's this glitch of like, oh, you give it to Chow an animal or thing at like a very specific like angle or whatnot, like a bit distant so that it doesn't disappear. It could just like be reused over and over again to max out the stats. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I ended up using the, like game and swap sort of thing, where I basically swapped one of my best Chows from the Sonic Adventure 2 and I just transferred it over to Sonic Adventure DX and I just had it mop the floor with every other Chow because I had it OP'd.
With a stop and swap, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the only negative is just that one challenge mode, but apart from that, everything else is pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat there. It's like, yeah, the challenge is really annoying, but yeah, I do like the level itself. Yeah, with the snowboarding and the music, and I even do like the first part, even though the music, like the first part of the music, is a bit creepy. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, just ominous.
Yeah,
like,
very
what's
ominous.
gonna happen next?
Yeah.
For a nice contrast when everything goes nuts, indeed. All right, moving on. I think Ice Paradise was called for Sonic Advance 2, or something like that. Ice Paradise, right?
Yeah. It has been quite a while since I last played Sonic Advance 2.
Ice Paradise, yes, that's the name. Alrighty, yeah, I picked it because I kind of hate ice levels in and on themselves, but when they add like an extra theme to it, it adds like a little extra. Then I like it a little bit more. So now there's like a nice city in the background, so that adds a little personality to it. Technically, I should have added Sonic 4 here as well, since it adds a theme park, but I forgot about that one. But yeah, I have a soft spot for it. It has a nice atmosphere. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about it. Nice music.
Just the fact it's got a city in the background.
Yep. Hey, sometimes
like
tiny
Civilization.
Yay! We don't get much of that. That brings a nice atmosphere to it. You guys have any thoughts on Ice Paradise? Like the gimmick where you fall into that weird ball, the harder you run, you go either up and down or something? The wacky gimmicks.
Unfortunately, I can't really say too much because, like I said, I haven't played Advance 2 in quite a while. I mean, I really should, but then again, like Nintendo hasn't released like the Sonic Advance games outside of Japan.
Yeah, that's always the annoying thing about the Advance games, yeah.
Because of the different people, probably different sort of publishers and such having rights to it.
Yeah, like the whole deal about Sonic Advance games not being allowed to be re-released because of copyright issues with THQ. Yeah, I've heard very conflicting thoughts on that. Some say it's real, some say it's just a hoax, but who knows? So until then, we're gonna have to stick with emulation.
Fair enough. Works for me. Not to mention, I do still have my Game Boy Advance, so I can play it originally. Okay, so that's all on Ice Paradise, I suppose. Then moving on, and Salah's gonna be upset he isn't here to talk about his beloved Sonic Unleashed.
He would be gushing over it.
Ah, yeah.
Alaska, based on Alaska, even though it looks more like the Arctic again. Although I'm not sure how Alaska looks like. Although it should have more trees and all that. The only reason why I kind of like it is only the Werehog part, because the colors are a little more interesting. Even though I couldn't really find a good screenshot of it, but there's more purples and greens in there, and it kind of adds like a nice fairy tale-ish atmosphere I kind of like. The daytime levels is kind of boring. That's just white and blue. I'm not a big fan of that color scheme.
Well, I mean, at least with the HD versions, so I mean, at least it looks like very bright and vibrant compared to the standard definition versions, which are a little bit dull. But then again, that's just because of hardware. But yeah, I do kind of agree with that. I do like how the Werehog stages look, especially in the background at night when you can see the northern lights.
Skinner would be proud.
Yeah, I've only played the Wii version of Unleashed, and even then I don't have much to say, most because it's been so long since I played Sonic Unleashed. I think I remember I was fine with the Arctic region. I was like, yeah, it's nice and Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Sala. I'll play the HD. I'll play the HD version one of these days, Sala. I promise.
Yeah, be ready for the frustration because it's quite challenging.
Especially with those sun and moon mental huntings.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing. Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing I might be mixed on. It's like, yeah, trying to collect a certain amount of sun and moon medals in order to just progress through the levels. But at the same time, you know, I grew up with games like Crash Bandicoot and Banjo-Kazooie, so, you know, the collectathon inside me will probably not be too bothered by it.
Fair enough, fair enough. I remember only being stuck once in Africa. Other than that, I always had enough medals. But that's me. Right, so those were my favorite snow levels, so from this point on I'm going to be a lot more brief. Moving on to my second tier favorites, I guess. Yeah, you said Sonic Art technically doesn't count, but I'll put it in here anyway. So technically the 4 racetracks do have a snow version of it.
Yeah.
I put
the only pros to the snow is, of course, the slippery shortcuts.
Yeah, because you can skip water section, which is nice. It's also the only time we really have a snow level in Sonic where you are inside of a city. Not in the background, but actually on the city streets and all that. Although I didn't find
living in a city, we know we're gonna freeze up.
Exactly. Alrighty, then we have Sonic Free Riders, the ice level. It's.
I think that one's. Yeah, I think most of it, that's just going over our heads completely, because I don't think any of us have played Free Riders.
Yeah, none of us have played Free Riders, because we can't be bothered to get a Xbox Connect here. Well, then again, I know there actually is a fan-made version of Sonic Free Riders that is playable through the controller, so I assume that's going to be the more affordable way, you know, rather than waste money on both the game, the Xbox, and the Kinect. Like, yeah, why bother doing that? We can get this fan-made version for free.
That's probably the only version where we're going to play it, but the last time I checked, it didn't have the ice level included yet, so I guess we'll still have to wait for that. Although I haven't checked in the latest updates, I don't know. Had to include Sonic Rumble Blast 2, even though technically it doesn't count. Because there's Amy in it and you can't hurt her, so that's kind of funny.
It's because you're part of the Rumble Blast community with your levels,
Alright, then moving on to Sonic Advance 1. My main reason why I hate ice levels is because they're usually very boring in terms of colors, so the fact that they have pine trees in here kind of adds like a little punch to it, so I like that. And the music, I like it. I read on the internet they said this is supposed to be like another take on Ice Cap Zone because it's close to Angel Island. Not sure if I buy that because every single time Ice Cap Zone shows up, there's a different art style. Kind of weird. I just thought of it as just a generic mountain, but that's me.
I don't got much to say about this, mostly because I haven't played that much of Sonic Advance 1. Like, the most I know about Ice Mountain is that whole big rant that you had in Team Sonic Racing Dissected. It's like, oh yeah, there's a racetrack called Ice Mountain, yet it looks nothing like the one from Sonic Advance.
Yeah, I mean, the most notable thing is the green pines, and they'd never show up on the racetrack, so how dare they? Oh well, that's the problem with generic names, I guess. So, those were the second tier snow stages. Moving on. Sonic and the Black Knight. It has interesting colors and elements to it, but I'm not a huge fan of this aesthetic, I guess.
Wait, Sonic and the Black Knight had a winter theme level? I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was like a 4.
Maybe, but yeah, of course. Then again, it's been a long time since I played Black Knight. Yeah.
So the second half of the game.
Euan,
you have anything to say about Sonic and Black Knight?
Hold on.
Nobody remembers the snow level.
It's been too long for all of us.
Yeah. It's always a problem.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch with the purple magic and stuff, I guess. But,
yeah, just helps add a bit more colour to it. Otherwise, you'd be grumbling. It's like, oh, but it's all just white and blue, and
that's
Sonic's blue.
Yeah, that on top of it, so very lacking in colors. Right, I wasn't sure if I should include Chemical Plant Stone for Sonic Forces. Technically, it's supposed to be an ice level, but it's barely noticeable. I mean, I guess the platforms are a little frosty looking.
Yeah, well, here's my thoughts on Chemical Plant from Sonic Forces. Fucking trash. Next level.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, Sonic Lost World. I mean, go at you.
Yeah, I mean, I will agree. Like the stages just like end far too quickly, but I kind of do like the overall sort of like frost textures they have on the outside of the building. So it kind of gives that sort of essence, like you're out in the middle of like the Arctic, as Robotnik is basically just like finding all this like rich supply of like oil and such to power up his like armies and such.
It's true. It does add a little bit of personality. Too bad
it's just a bit unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a bit unfortunate though. Like the level designs, like the whole level design itself isn't like great. I mean, like the aesthetics are good, just the level design is not. Which is why we don't have high opinions on it.
Yeah, and I swear they must have like reused that entire level from for the Mental Overlord fight in Shadow Generations, because like you're on the water and you're running through a bunch of buildings, and I don't know, it just really gives me like Forces Chemical Plant vibes, which I don't like.
I wouldn't be surprised. Sonic is really into recycling a lot, so makes sense.
Yeah, because Sega's cheap. Yeah.
Quite so. Sonic Lost World. Technically, I should like it because it does have a nice color scheme, but I just hate Lost World's general art style. Not to mention the snowball level is painful in both the 3DS and the Wii U version. So, not a big fan.
I think I've heard like I never really got far with the 3DS version, but I definitely heard some nightmare stories that as you gradually progress through the game, like it takes a stupidly long time just to actually finish it. Cause like there's even one of the like screenshots from one of the stages says like this person's almost spent 20 minutes on this level.
Yeah, the levels go on twice too long. That's absolutely true. Oh well.
Which is probably why Dibs never returned after that, because they said like stop making the levels too long and too annoying.
Yeah, that was their Dibs' final Sonic game. Yeah.
Oh well. Finally make a 3D one, and they screwed up.
Yeah.
The most I remember from at least the Wii U version was like there's this part where you're jumping on clouds, and it's like the way like the background or like the backdrop is, and the clouds are all white. It's like everything's white. It's kind of like a bit annoying, a bit too bright, but yeah. And as for the 3DS version, I didn't get very far because it was like that. There was well, no, the levels I played were alright, at least from what I remember. The one thing that really turned me off was the whole special zone, because, it uses the gyroscope with collecting the Chaos Emeralds, and, this is definitely something that you can't play when, like, sitting down and whatnot. You gotta be, like, spinning around, like, 360 to get the damn thing.
Yep. Not to mention I had some gameplay issues otherwise, because you had like an ice skating mechanic, which is really cool, but it never feels right because the level design is way too cramped, so you never can really do anything fun with it. And in the Wii U version, I really hate how flat the levels are, because Sonic's supposed to be doing parkour, and yet they really designed it like Mario looking. Always bothered me. Especially
so it's kind of funny because I did like the ice skating gimmick animations that Mario does in Galaxy, but this one's like nah. Sonic clearly ain't no Mario.
Yeah. Can I copy your homework? Sure, but they just did it poorly. It's like rushed.
They didn't put any thought into it. No.
Yeah, and that's Sonic Lost World in a nutshell.
Pretty much, yes. Moving on to Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. I really should have put it in a higher rank because I actually do enjoy this one a lot. It doesn't deserve this company. But
it's kind of funny. Sorry, I was just saying, like, I just kind of find it funny because, like, I really shouldn't have put it that low, but yet, judging by your picture, you're shouting outside like humbug.
How dare you, sir? How dare you be this good? Yeah.
Nah, I have a soft spot for Fire and Ice. The art style kind of looks nice. This weird mix between 2D and 3D. I have a hot spot. I have a soft spot for, and the level design is much better in this one. It has a nicer sense of rhythm. So I like this one. It's not super special, but it's decent.
Middle of the road, I would say.
Yep.
As for me, no comment because I haven't played Fire and Ice yet.
All right. The better of the Sonic Boom games.
One day.
Well, fortunately, I do have the game. I got pretty lucky when I went to a gaming convention and had the full, completed bundle that came with like the DVD with like random episodes from the show, which I think that's the only way of getting that game. I haven't seen it where it's just the case and the game itself, because even so, that game, the Fire and Ice is pretty hard to find.
Yeah, it's very rare indeed. Although I even found it when I was on vacation, so lucky me, all the way in Mallorca, Spain.
Oh yeah, when you said the one and only gaming store on vacation from your Pontaf Bingo episode.
Indeed, yes. But yeah, I have a soft spot for it, so it's decent. Right, so moving on. Now we really get into the generic. I barely have anything to say. Generic ice level of Sonic Advance 3. I don't like how abstract it looks, and it doesn't really have any personality to it, so I've got nothing to say.
It's rough and coarse and gets everywhere.
There you go. Even Anakin doesn't like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty generic. Can't really say much about it. Although those little sort of like rocks, like in the foreground sort of thing, does kind of give me sort of Game Gear vibes for some reason.
Oh, they're from Crystal Egg, I think. I was kind of thinking of adding that one, but it's not really ice, it's crystal, so I didn't qualify. Although we do have Robotnik Winter Zone.
Yeah. I actually have played Sonic Advance 3. It's like, yeah, there's a nice theme zone. It's I put it just meh, which is kind of funny because I haven't played Sonic Advance 2 with its own ice theme levels, but like judging from the screenshots, like, oh, I mean, it looks nice. Kind of gives me some Frostman vibes from Mega Man 8 with the city in the background. Yeah.
It's really a shame. I love the Sonic Advance art style when the levels sort of look a little gritty or have a little bit of a griminess to it. Then I love the art style, but when it's really abstract and shiny like this, I really hate the art style. So, sorry, Sonic Advance 3, not a big fan. That is the generic ice level from Sonic Rush Adventure. I do kind of like it, if only because the gameplay switches up a little bit and you get to do snowboarding a lot, since at that point in the game I'm usually kind of getting bored of the main normal gameplay. So on that level I kind of like it, but other than that, yeah, it's nothing special. You have any thoughts on Rush Adventure?
Well, I did play Rush Adventure quite a lot, but for some reason I never kept coming back to the ice level. Probably just because it was a pain in the butt for me to get to begin with, because I needed either the hovercraft or the submarine just to get to it.
Fair enough. That's Blizzard Peaks is the name.
Yeah. As for me, well, I'd lump this in with Black Knight as well. It's like, yes, I have played through the game, but it's been way too damn long, so I can't remember.
Fair enough. Then we get to Sonic Dash, which is so funny that all the levels are based on an old game, except for this one. Randomly a unique zone, but it's super generic looking. I guess they wanted to have ice cap, but they had copyright issues. But yeah, it's a generic ice. I have nothing to say about it.
Ice level.
Yeah, it's ice cap level, except they obviously can't use ice cap music, so instead they just use music from 3D Blast.
Oh, I forgot 3D Blast as well. Whoops. What a bad Sonic fan I am.
Yeah.
He's a phony!
I'm a phony! I'm
an utter fraud!
Very well, let me quickly add Sonic 3D Blast in there. My apologies for Diamond Dust Zone. But yeah, Diamond Dust Zone, let's move on, I guess. I never found 3D Blast gameplay interesting, so at this point in the game I'm just bored out of my mind. There's nothing really going on anyway. Yeah.
I suppose it's understandable considering the fact of how many times you have to keep going through all these different sort of like act areas. So it's because it's like when you think, okay, is this the last one? Nope, you got to go through another section, bugger.
Yeah. So Diamond Dust is like, it's an okay level, but it's like sure, music is what is nice and whatnot, like in both the Genesis and Saturn versions. But if I have to pick a favorite, it's definitely the Saturn version, because that one just has a lot more Christmas vibes to it.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get a
bit more colour, and sort of like the added snowflakes, which seem to be absent.
And looks a little more grimier, so very well. Here's the Saturn version.
Well, at least it's not like pure sort of blue compared to the Mega Drive version.
I accidentally run into this screenshot. I never saw this. This is apparently cut from the game. It was supposed to be the special zone. I never seen this. This looks really cool. A little bit of a Moscow feel to it, like Russia. Can you see it on the stream?
Well, it's a bit of a delay on my end. It's kind of a delay on my end, and the annoying thing is whenever I try to refresh the video to catch up, a stupid ad always has to keep playing.
Sorry.
Oh, that's Sonic Mars, was it?
Oh yeah, that's from the cancelled game Sonic Mars, yeah.
Oh, well, Cutting Room Floor says it's part of 3D Blast, but oh well.
Maybe it was like an early sort of thing before they canned it and went for the half pipe.
Oh, and I forgot about Sonic Extreme too. Another But yeah, that game was technically never released, so barely counts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, then then of course Sonic the Fighters had other winter themed arena. Yeah.
Oh, a Sonic
Like
Battle 2. Oh no.
I kind of find it funny, like it's just the Sonic Extreme level is just simply called Christmas Zone, and yet the only Christmassy thing about it are just the candy canes that are just dotted there.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And you got some random guy just standing there with a sign next to him saying "Press here."
Indeed. Anyway, Team Sonic Racing. I kind of like the research facility boat thingy, although it's clearly taken from Mario Kart 8. Other than that, I don't have much to say. I wish they went more into the junkyard theme and the junkyard racetrack, but other than that, it's ice.
Yeah, I found this one to be very disappointing because, like, yeah, as you said, they don't really take advantage of the junkyard aspect. There's maybe like, one or two dead Death Egg robots wandering around. I think there's one you can actually like run around inside, but no, it's purely ice. And then like in one of the third acts and whatnot, then they decide to randomly throw in lava. So great, now we're suddenly in Hailfire Peaks from Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, Simo really loves that. They did that with the Billy Hatcher level as well in the first Sonic All Stars.
Or basically just something relating to the Sonic OVA of where there's random lava that suddenly nearby a bunch of ice.
Apparently so.
Which
yeah.
would have been, which is kind of surprising because normally then why would there be any snow?
That's a good question. I can't find a
But
good...
nobody cares.
News. It's funny, I bring up Sonic the Fighters, and yet Roger pulls up a photo from Sega Mega Fighters or whatever.
Close
Fighters
enough. Mega Mix, yeah.
Yeah, it's close enough though. I mean, it's not Park the Polar Bear. He's close enough.
Yeah.
You get the idea. But we're not there yet because we have to go through Robotnik Winter Zone first. I kind of wish, according to the name, they did more with that because having a Robotnik base inside of the snow would be kind of neat. But they don't really do anything with it, so that's a shame. Still impressive to have a snowboard in a Game Gear game, I guess. So it's nice. I have a soft spot for it, but yeah, it's still kind of boring. They don't really do much with the theme, sadly.
Yeah. Hence why you shall humbug it is.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent level. Most I remember is obviously the music. It's definitely one of the big bangers from Triple Trouble.
Triple Trouble only has big bangers.
Well, I mean, there's some others. Like, recently I've been playing the 8-bit version of Sonic 2. It's like, yeah, there's definitely some tracks I like in there.
All the 8-bit Sonics have good music. I love them. More than the Genesis version. Yeah, I know. Blasphemy.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, with Robotnik Winters, like, yeah, then, of course, I obviously went and played the fan-made 16-bit remake, which, yeah, I mean, the level is definitely much more fun in that version, but the music, I don't know, for some reason I'm very mixed about the remixed soundtrack for that particular level, because, like, I don't know, it does kind of have, like, Christmas vibes to it, but I don't know, maybe I'm just more used to the original tune. But hey, at least on the plus side, it did give us a cool Metal Sonic theme where they basically combined all of his previous themes into one track. That was pretty epic.
Fair enough. Alright, since I added Sonic Extreme, any thoughts on that? I really hate the Fish Islands stuff. So,
Well, I mean, not much to say because, you know, it's canceled games, so, you know, looks nice, I guess.
Well, that's it. All right, the fighting game.
Yeah,
that's all you're gonna hear when it comes.
Yeah,
to
just from him, it's just like all that. I mean, I'm just looking at the like the one screenshot where without the distorted lens, and you can see the whole level. It's yeah, it's pretty just simple genericness to it. It's like it's not sure there's a cactus or something. It's like what? Why are there cactuses growing in the middle of like an ice field?
Maybe it was originally a desert and then it got hit with a sudden freak blizzard.
I think Sonic 2 was playing with that idea, like a desert that turns into snow or something. Yeah, I'm not sure which screenshot you're looking at. I found this one.
Yeah, I just popped it in the live chat.
Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, I can't find a bigger one though, but that's the one in question.
But man, I really hate that Fish Islands. I'm glad that game doesn't exist. Cause it just give me a
yeah, I mean they were trying to be like fancy, kind of like how Tetris Spear was, to give the illusion of like smooth sort of like 3D-ness to it, but yet it just came out as just a bit. It's like cool gimmick, but not one I would love.
Makes the game.
Oh, so that's what it
abstract,
is. Yeah. So now I'm just seeing the full picture of it. It's like small pine trees, because on the actual sort of screenshot itself, it looks like cactuses.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, makes sense that it would be pine trees. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, moving on to the fighting games. Yeah, much to say about the battle arenas? I don't think so.
Not much. Yeah.
The Aura Ice Field.
I was kind of disappointed by Barb since Sonic the Fighters had a lot of like really cool level arenas where there's like a whole landscape going on, especially with Tails in the boat level or with Knuckles. So you see all South Island. I love those tracks when there's like a lot of going on, but Borexel was really just an empty wasteland with just a bunch of glass walls. Really boring.
Yeah, I think that was the only cool thing about Bark Stage was the glass walls being like made of ice and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, it was just pretty bland.
Yeah, and of course, but it still holds a bit strong with me just because when I actually played Sonic the Fighter over at Sega World, that was where I got up to before I was beaten to a bloody pulp by him. So that's why I strongly remember that, because that was where I met my end.
Usually Fang is the one kicking my ass. But sorry, Melty, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, with Sonic the Fighters, the only time I've been able to beat the game is only with Sonic. For some reason, I always kept getting my ass kicked whenever I do any of the other characters. But for some reason, if it's Sonic, I can somehow get through it. Which is funny because it's one of those like big fighting games where you have to push like 5 or 6 different buttons in a row just to get one move done, and I'm not really a big fan of those kind of Street Fighter games.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's obviously why I lost, because I never played a Street Fighter game, so I was just constantly just mashing the buttons.
Yeah, same here.
Not much of a fighter either. Although Street Fighter feels different, it's more Virtua Fighter style, of course. Sega, but details. Anything to say about Sonic Battle? I kind of do like how the grunt texture looks like, but
yeah, well, texture's nice, but yeah, I can't remember. It's like once again, it's been quite a while since I played this game.
I mean, it is a bit simple, sort of thing. I mean, can't recall if there was any actual gimmick to it of where, like, if you were on the blue part of the like platforms, then you'd slide all over the place. But don't think you did that. It was just simply just a different texture.
I don't remember any of the Sonic Battle arenas doing anything except for Tails Garage, where the platforms are rising and lowering. Other than that, I don't remember anything.
The only weird gimmick I can think of was Amy's stage, where you're just like fighting in this arena with like giant furniture.
With
giant Sonics, yeah. But, I mean, I meant gameplay gimmick, not the visual gimmicks, but sure.
Yeah.
Oh well. So yeah, that's the fighter games. Then the ones I forgot, Superstars and Sonic 4. I kind of like Sonic 4 for having the theme park elements to it. It does add more of a Christmassy feel with all the lights. Although I don't think any real theme park would actually play when it's so snowy. But hey, it's Sonic's fantasy world. They can do whatever they want, I guess. And it's kind of neat to actually finally have an actual roller coaster show up in a Sonic game.
Yeah, I think out of all the levels from Sonic 4, this one's definitely my favorite, mostly because it just feels like this is the most unique one, and not, Diet Green Hill Zone or Diet Metropolis Zone, And then, like, other details, like, there's the power-up gimmick where you're, like, plowing through all the snow and whatnot. And I also dig the polar bear-themed badniks. It's like, that's another thing you really don't see.
And, of course, the cool Metal Sonic battle theme.
I remember having issues with that one. It's like, I'm gonna nail a hit. It's like, whoop! I suddenly hit a bumper. Now I'm on the other side. Shit! So I avoid a hit, and then I get back. It's like, okay, now I'm gonna land it. Whoop! Now I'm back on the other side. Well,
I was only complimenting the music. I did not enjoy the boss battle itself. No.
But yeah, I do kind of like how it just gradually starts out like a normal sort of like ice place, but as you gradually go along, you start to see more and more of Eggman's theme park being seen in the distance, and then you suddenly end up in there, and that's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Can't say too much about the Sonic Superstar one, because admittingly I haven't gotten too far with that. Which I know, shame on me for playing the game early, but yet never even getting around to ever finishing it.
It's Frozen Base stage. I guess it's kind of combines it finally with an Eggman base level, but yeah, the art's also flat and generic.
That it just blows over people's heads.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I mean, sure, it has like nice visuals, I guess, but like, yeah, it kind of just blends in with all the others. Yeah. I guess the only thing that stands out is the whole conveyor belt gimmicks that they have. Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, Sonic Superstars. Technically, you're doing what I want, but there's something about you that makes you so forgettable.
Yeah, just like it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, not just because of the mods, but also because of, like, oh, you have, like, robots so you can, you know, be the player and unlock all these cool cosmetics and make, you know, metal tails and metal Amy and all this other stuff. But, yeah, I never really bothered with that stuff because, one, the cosmetics are way too damn expensive, and two, the game is very stingy when it comes to collecting tokens just to unlock the damn stuff.
I remember
They want
getting
you
a
to
lot,
keep
though.
playing.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
when the bonus levels, you merely get 3 of them. But, oh well.
Yeah, like only 3, which like takes a lot of farming to get enough to get that one specific helmet or other whatever shit they're doing here.
Fair enough. All right. So that's where our comments on all the snow levels, I think, or did I forget more? I mean, if we're gonna include fan games, then I have a lot more to do.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other winter themed stuff from like you know other media like the comics or whatever. But yeah, I think we've covered all the bases.
Well, except maybe. But then again, it's
Sonic
understandable.
06! Ah, at least you kill me!
I was almost about to say 06.
Oh no!
The
at least will kill me.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Roger, I forgot about it too, mostly because I still haven't played 06 yet.
How dare you, sir?
Oh yeah, it's been like, geez, like over close to 20 years now, and I still haven't played the game, despite the fact that I have it used from GameStop. I don't know, I guess I'm just waiting for Project 06 to be, like, fully completed to finish up that final chapter segment, so that it's like, okay, now I can play the original and then fully play through the remake, yeah.
Right,
yeah, I mean,
White Acropolis Zone, yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, Euan. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's obviously, like, gloomy, but obviously it's understandable why, because you're breaking into like Eggman's base, and he sure has like multiple sort of like fortress walls, just as like he knows like he's gonna like be invaded at some point, so he just wants to make sure like he holds them off long enough for him to set his traps, whatever the trap it is.
I always been bothered that you never actually go inside, like you spent the whole level getting there, but there's no interior. Like, if this was like a Sonic Adventure level, you would definitely have like an interior section and would have added like a lot more personality. Well, what kind of bases? Is it military? Is there, for what's Robotnik doing here? But you go out, you always remain outside and you just see the military walls. That always really disappointed me. Oh.
So basically, it could just be like all these fortress walls like protecting the place, and yet when you get to it, it's just like literally one small building with just one room.
It's just literally nothing, yeah. With just a crate with a one ring in it. Maybe it's just a red herring for Robotnik to just distract Shadow and Sonic.
It's like, turn back now before it's too late. But then they just like turn up at the front door. It's like, bollocks.
I mean, yeah, very unplayable snowboard section. Thank goodness the PC version fixed that up a little.
Yeah, thank goodness for the fan remakes. I've heard that fixed up the issues,
Yeah, because I definitely had my issues when I was going through that level.
Yep.
It's like, why are you going upwards, Sonic? You're supposed to be going down.
It's very painful to do, yeah. I mean, credit to them trying to add, like, complex physics to it, but, yeah, it did not work out well.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Especially with those snowballs, because if you let them all get by you, then suddenly they literally just block your entire way out, and you've got no choice but to take the hit.
Sadly, yeah. So, I've been a little disappointed here. I mean, it's a cool idea, like having a whole Eggman base in the snow, but yeah, they don't really do much with it. It's really a shame. Oh well. If only Elise was here to defend it a little more.
Yeah.
But she isn't.
Yeah, I'm sure she's the expert on this particular level,
Yeah. Especially with Silver.
Of course.
Oh, and there's another
Especially,
ice level I forgot from Sonic Arcade, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say that one.
Yeah. Oh, which Sonic Arcade?
Sega Sonic
Sega
Arcade.
Sonic.
Oh, the Sega Sonic one, yeah.
With the ball.
Yeah, the one that no one can play.
Yeah, unless you know specifically where to go to actually play a version of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's gotta be, like, an emulated version of it somewhere. Because I know...
I think... I mean, there is. I mean, but it's just, like, very hard to replicate. I think some people suggest, like, they just use, like, a mouse and just keep scrolling around, moving it around like it is the actual ball tracking thing itself, even though it's probably a bit messy to do.
I'm kind of surprised it didn't get ported onto the DS, because I know there's a game called, Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road, and that had a similar gimmick where the touchscreen was just this big ball, and you use the stylus to, like, move that forward to move the characters. So, I mean, if it could work there, it would have worked on the DS. Although I'm not sure people would have liked it, but hey, it's better than being stuck in an arcade cabinet that's hard to find.
Yeah.
That's true. Yep.
I mean, I was fortunate enough to at least play it, but over at Heart of Game, which I think they've now actually got a hold of an original arcade machine, and they've since been like doing some repair works to it to get it fully running. But I was able to play it when they had like the actual sort of like the arcade boards, and they just popped into sort of these random sort of like other arcade machines that had the roll track balls and them. So me and Luke were able to play it, and my memory of this particular level was torture.
Ouch.
It's mainly just because, like, it's definitely one of those coin guzzling type of games where you've got to basically be good at it, or or else you're going to be spending a crap load. But fortunately, it was free to play, so we were able to get far at it until Luke killed me right at the very end.
How dare he?
Yes, he didn't even give me a chance. It's like, right, immediately rolling, I got killed by this screen. Like,
it's kind of strange that you'd think by now we would have had a fan-made remake of this, like what they did with Triple Trouble and whatnot. Because, I mean, like, 3D Blast got that same treatment being remade to 16-bit, so you'd think this game would be, like, perfect, too, because we already have sprites for Mighty and Ray, thanks to, or was it Mania? Yeah.
Indeed. Oh, well, maybe one day. I mean, everything gets made. Maybe the next stage. Okay. I guess I should also bring up Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, but I don't care. And Sonic Frontiers also technically had a snow area at Chaos Island.
Yeah.
So. Did we bring up everything now, or did I forget another one?
I'm pretty sure we've covered all the basics with games, at least the more noticeable ones. Yeah. But yeah, with Mario and Sonic, no comment, because again, I haven't played that particular version of Winter Olympic Games.
I hear Euan making weird noises. Did I forget anything else?
Should I say it?
Yeah.
There's more?
Well, there's still quite a few.
Oh god.
But then again, it's understandable why you would forget them, because it's probably something you never played.
Yeah.
Emerald Coast from Sonic Shuffle, which is like the boards.
Oh right, yeah.
Which is like kind of like an ice.
Oh yeah. Funny enough, I do have the game. I got it like probably $30 or so when I got it at that used game store. But yeah, again, I haven't played it, so no comment.
As well as there being Press Garden Zone. I mean, that kind of counts as sort of like an ice level.
Darn.
Oh yeah, the ninja themed one. Yeah.
No, I forgot so many. I'm a terrible Sonic fan. I'm
disqualified. Well, hey, the franchise has been going on for 30+ years, so there's bound to be something that can be lost in the mix.
Like Sonic Riders.
Sonic Riders, what? Oh, Frozen Factory.
I know, I'm overloading poor Roger. Like pointing out,
it's Euan's Christmas present to Roger.
Making him miserable.
So there's Frozen Factory from Sonic Riders, Zero Gravity, I think.
Yeah, Snow Valley from Sonic Riders and Snowy Kingdom from Zero Gravity.
Yeah, At this point, I'm just kind of assuming Euan has like the Sonic Wiki already ready, just to
Just to
bog down
torture
poor
me
Roger.
with.
Well, I'm actually on Sonic Retro that has levels with a winter theme.
Ah,
So that's kind of how I'm kind of aware of some of the levels that Roger's kind of missed.
So, what are the other 25 I missed?
Ice Cap from Sonic Drift 2.
Oh my goodness.
Or, yeah. It obviously explains why I'm smiling a lot, because I'm just making Roger's life miserable. He just yells at me. Humbug to you, Euan!
And I'm yelling at Euan, just like, hey, I haven't played most of these games. Meh.
Me neither, I'm just pointing them out.
Being the big Sonic nerd that you are, yeah.
Well, I have no excuse. I did play all of them that are on the screen. I just forgot.
Yeah.
Well, except for well, I did play Sonic Arcade once, but only for 10 minutes or so. Didn't have much of a chance. But yeah, I did play all of them. I forgot.
Yeah. Kind of almost the same thing with me, because it's been quite a while since I last played these sort of stages, so I can't fully remember what happens in some of them.
Yeah.
I'm referring to the Rider games.
I mean, I guess we can also qualify Billy Hatcher's levels from the racing games, technically.
I mean, if you want to, but then again, it's like
It's not
purely
really Sonic.
Billy Hatcher style
Yeah,
levels.
Sonic is in it, and I did qualify Night, so...
You kind of wonder what, like, Sumo's interest of, like, making most of Billy Hatcher's levels all ice themed.
I guess because they didn't want to sacrifice the others for the ice level.
Maybe they just ran out of ideas. It's like, oh, we need a winter theme. Well, shit, none of these other games have winter levels. Fuck it, we'll use Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher doesn't really have any interesting locations in this game anyway. I only remember like a pirate ship and just generic farmland, I guess. It's like, might as well sacrifice him for the generic ice level that every racing game needs, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is a winter theme level in Billy Hatcher, but I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
played
it
much
is
of
from
it.
it is from the original game. I'm just saying the other levels weren't that interesting.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I think. I ask again, did we do Crystal Mountain Zone from Sonic Rivals 1?
No,
I don't think we
forgot that one too.
Yeah, Rhino just pointed that out. It's like, yeah, we forgot the Rivals games, yeah. All because poor Roger always forgets about the Rivals games.
I do. I really don't like them.
Yeah.
Although I do like the art
I mean,
style of the character bit, low poly.
I mean, I do have the games, I just don't own a, like, PlayStation Portable.
Well, I do own the games, but I don't play them ever. I hate them. They're so annoying to control.
Yeah. And as for me, I have the games and I played them, but yeah, much like the others, it's been too long since I've last played them.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, not sure why. Maybe it's just move on to other things, or maybe I was just discouraged to hear about, like, oh yeah, one of the unlockable costumes is only unlockable in multiplayer mode. And I'm like, well, shit, I don't have anyone else to play this game with.
Even if there is a chance.
Who knows?
Right, so those were our pointless thoughts on every single snow level. And most Christmassy are, I mean, guess Nights or Sonic Force level. They're the only ones that actually have Christmas lights in them.
Yeah, or if you technically want to count Diamond Does, specifically the Sega Saturn version with its music.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I guess everyone gets to pick their favorite one. So what's your favorite, Melty?
Let's see. Well, I mean, like the obvious choice would be Ice Cap Zone, but and oh yeah, then of course the Snow Carnival one from Sonic 4. Let's see. Yeah, is that? Oh yeah, Robotnik Winter. So yeah, I think that's good. That would be my top 3.
Robotnik Winter so high? All right, cool.
Well, not that high. I was just naming random ones.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my favorite levels in no particular order. Yeah.
All right. Euan, what's your favorite snow level?
I would say in no particular order though, so it's not like 1, 2, 3 sort of thing, just like random. I would say maybe White Park Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. I would say the Sonic Adventure Ice Cap Zone. And I suppose the third one, I'll just be generic and I'll just say Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3.
Fair enough. Like I said, these are my favorites as well on screen. So we're done. There we go. We judged the snow levels. And my brain turned to mush.
Yeah, it's just like, hooray, we got through
Hooray.
it.
Alrighty. I did want to talk about something else, but I think the stream is going on for too long. So I think it's time for Luke's YouTube poop. And then we finish.
Oh, what about mine?
Did we not have your poop yet? We did, right?
No, I submitted mine, like... yeah, I already submitted mine, but no, you didn't, like, fully play it on the stream.
I did?
Did you?
Yeah, like, you only showed, like, a bit of it before you abruptly cut back to us, like you usually do.
From all of us to all of you, a very Merry Christmas. For on this bright and joyful night, we're glad to have you with us.
I did
well, but
We'll zip in and zip in and zip in and zip out before Robotnik even knows we're Sally. Sonic! Swamp Bots ahead!
Oh, wait, now I remember. Yeah, he did play that.
Now
I'm the one who's dealing with brain.
And you could end up as someone's dinner. My dinner.
Okay, now I remember.
Alright, then it's time for Luke's YouTube poop. Who it doesn't have a specific theme, it's just him generally having fun, I guess.
Yeah, he just wanted to show off his, like, YTP skills.
Indeed. So, are you folks ready?
So...
Yeah, it's in live stream planning.
Okay, yep, I'm ready.
Alrighty. A 3, a 2, a 1, a go.
Hi, Luke here.
Help! Help!
You took the fingers right out of my pants. Alpha Betty Spaghetti! Can't you see I'm busy violating? Scratch! Starch! 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 Scratch!
I'd better go.
And strong, and clever, and daring.
Batman, you say? Coming for you?
My name is Breezy.
Yeah, bitch, go make me a sandwich. It's party time!
I'm only 4.5 years old.
We're gonna die! We're gonna die! I'm going to throw up, and then I'm gonna die!
Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by
Adolf Hitler!
That's good. And extremely Merry Christmas.
You're my kind of beautiful! No, thinner! More muscles! More handsome! Okay.
You guys love your sex jokes, don't ya?
Well, I would say it's Salah's fault for opening the floodgates on us. The moment he did that one, it was like, okay, we're all going in now.
Come on, Tails. Yeah. But yeah, nice little Roger bits there, yeah. With the Sonic Movie Madness clip, yeah.
That was a fun bonus, yeah. How nice of Luke.
Yeah. And then, of course, I had a brief cameo where he was asking for that specific line, and I assume he was thinking of the one I did for that Blaze video that I quickly took down because it's a bit too mean-spirited and people took it the wrong way. So instead, I just recycled a bit of audio from my Black Arms episode where, yeah, I did that for Archie Sonic Character Files where I played the intro, you know, find the 7 Chaos Emeralds and bring them to me. And I was like, shut up, bitch, go make me a sandwich. Which, funny enough, I was originally going to include a text box in that scene that just says, Shadow's game, but it's written in 2010. But I was like, no, it's a bit too cynical, so I just left that out, because I figured the joke would still be funny without it.
Fair enough. Right. So, I wanted to have a section on Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, but I think I'm getting a little tired, so...
yeah. It might be better to do it. Yeah, probably better to do it next time when most of us are all here and have a bit more of a chance to actually, like, come up with, like, what we could expect from this game in the future.
Yeah, and maybe actually some more footage of it, because, yeah, right now the teaser trailer is, it's kind of just there and not giving us much.
Vague.
Yeah, but that was the thing. I wanted to see how much I can predict purely by the golden rules.
Yeah.
Sonic Team will always recycle as much as possible. Because when I saw like the whole Shadow DLC with Tokyo and even a gun soldier showing up, I knew this is way too much effort for Sonic Team. They're doing this because they want to recycle that stuff. Like, I know that racing game is gonna be a movie crossover. I know it.
Yeah, well, I know you thought, Roger, but I don't feel like being all cynical and pessimistic with the racing spin-off something, yeah.
It doesn't have to be cynical. It can just be prediction. Let's see what's happening. What if you just pick what...
I mean, knowing you...
Can just correct Sonic Team's thinking style.
I mean, basically from the whole sort of, like, logo font, I'm just getting a bit of Sonic Prime vibes from it.
Yeah, people have been saying that. It's like, oh, wow, the text is like Sonic Prime. Which, I don't know, maybe they will do that, because, you know, Sega's very insistent that the show is quote-unquote canon, despite numerous things from that show contradicting the main Sonic established stuff.
Oh, they are talking about dimensions, but man, I really hope it has nothing to do with Prime, because that would mean all the racers are just endless varieties of the same 5 main characters. Man, it's Sonic Team Racing, everyone was like, oh man, we'll only have 15 characters, wish there were more, and then now you get like 50 characters, but it's all like, you have Sonic, and Classic Sonic, and Lego Sonic, and Movie Sonic, and Prime Sonic. Yay, you have 100 versions of the same 5 characters.
Yes, of course, like my predictions, like my made-up predictions, like, oh yeah, Sonic's Cross World, it's a big epic crossover game, and it's like, you know, way too goddamn ambitious, because, you know, like, oh, let's have race through, like, Adventures of Sonic, Archie Sonic, Fleetway Sonic, but obviously that's not going to happen because Sega's extremely prejudiced against everything because brand image. Yeah, as if Sonic ever had a fucking consistent brand image to begin with. But that's just me. So most I'm hoping for is like, okay, it's another racing game, so, well, let's just hope it's not as forgettable as Team Sonic Racing.
I hope so, yeah. But yeah, indeed, Sally Acorn and all that, I doubt they will show up. But maybe IDW will finally show up, and maybe Styx, I guess. They're technically supposed to be canon.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm sure maybe IDW has a chance, but Styx, I don't know. Ever since that whole, after they changed that whole festive card where it was originally Amy and Styx interacting, and then they changed it to Blaze, I feel like now it's kind of confirmed that, yeah, Styx is now entirely off the table. Ian Flynn just got super lucky and throwing in that Styx reference, even though it's not present in the Japanese version. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You never know. I mean, like, because I think that was one of Luke's predictions, like expecting Styx to make an appearance just because she was name dropped at the end of Frontiers. But as Melty says, like, well, because she didn't appear in the Christmas picture as she was removed. That's completely off the tables, even though it's called Crossworld, so it could potentially just be something throughout Sonic's history, maybe.
Wouldn't that be funny that we finally get IDW and Styx to show up? Like, oh, they're finally canon, except it's in a game about dimensions, so you still don't know if they're actually canon or just part of the dimension crossover part. And knowing Sonic Team, they won't give you a clear answer anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like the only time they get featured in the game is not as playable characters, just random names on like a random chalkboard that's like hidden way in the background. It's like there they are. There's totally canon. That's totally not us being lazy on our asses with the whole tell dump show kind of shit.
Probably, but yeah, it would be kind of funny if IDW and Styx show up, but you're not sure if they're part of the canon or just part of the spin-off. And now we can't ask Ian Flynn anymore because his podcast doesn't allow Sonic questions anymore, so even he can't give clarification. So yeah,
Sega went and censored him from talking any more about Sonic stuff on Bumblecast.
How dare you explain our mess? You're not allowed to.
Blame it on Twitter.
Why do we
shut
still
up,
care
Ian
about...
Flynn. Stop. Shut up, Ian Flynn. I don't want you to keep answering all these questions. We don't want to go all that effort just to change our Sonic Bible.
And the only downside I could see of him being censored and whatnot, it's like, well, if he's not allowed to talk about Sonic stuff anymore on the cast, then I guess that kind of confirms that Lost Hedgehog Tales is now canceled. Because, yeah, I mean, it's been like 7 years now since he announced that whole project of, I'm going to show off all the canceled story ideas I had planned for Archie Sonic, and it never came out. So I'm like, we're kind of already in Half-Life 2 Episode 3 territory here, so I've given up on any hope on that stuff.
Indeed, what a shame. Sorry, Melty. Your last Archie that you could have done.
Well, that's the sad life of being an Archie Sonic fan. We're always been treated like shit since 1993.
Indeed. Anyway, we haven't really commented on Melty's thumbnail yet before we end. So thank you very much for making this one. Of course, when you drew this, we thought Elise was going to show up at the last...
Yeah, at the last minute, Elise announced that she's not showing up. Like, well, shit. I already put her in there.
Yeah, I imagine you were like, no!
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean,
like, very loudly out the window, like, no! And everyone just stares at you. It's like, what's he yelling about?
Well, maybe if I wasn't that sick, maybe. But yeah. But yeah, I just thought it would be like a fun idea. It's like, we're all nestled in a one big bed dreaming about what we want for Christmas, and poor Roger's falling out of bed. Yeah.
I love that I don't just fall out of bed, but even have a whole distance. Like, I just fell out of bed with full speed. Like,
Almost like you slept-walked off your bed.
No, he was dreaming that he was Sonic. He was running fast and then fell out of his bed. Yeah.
So I'll let you about our curse words. I will finish.
Yeah, that's the part of the gag there. And then, since I already know Luke and Sally weren't going to be there, I just had them cameo on a Christmas card where, well, text is a bit small, but it basically just says, Merry Xmas, wish you were here.
Yeah, though, what exactly were you considering of having them dream up if they were available?
If they were, well, I know Sala asked me that, and I kind of joked, like, well, he'd probably be dreaming of, like, getting a official Sonic Werehog plush toy, haha, because, and, as for Luke, I'm not sure what I would have drawn. Probably something non-Sonic related, like a Legend of Zelda. Maybe that like Lego Legend of Zelda set, like that super expensive one. That's what he wants for Christmas.
Yeah,
just a giant sword. And of course, Euan wants the Transformer Sonic, of course.
Naturally.
Yeah, the Sonic Transformer. Yeah.
At least just wants a silver dressed as Nutcracker.
Yeah, like an actual, like, marketable silver Nutcracker, like, plush toy, or Nutcracker.
Life-size figure.
Yeah, life-size figure.
And Melty's dream wish of all is to get a physical copy of issue 98 of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, because I've been pretty slow with my trying to collect all the issues from Archie Sonic physically, and yeah, I feel like that's probably going to be the one I'm going to get last because of how freaking expensive he is, being in 100s and whatnot. But yeah, and then of course the other detail is that instead of my usual mining hat, I just drew a nightcap, but still had the little light on it because that's kind of my gag with like oh yeah, my mining attire, but whenever I do different stuff, it's like I wear a different hat but still have the light on.
Almost looks like some sort of wizard hat, kind of.
Yeah, kind of almost looks wizardy, but I was going to say that maybe you just, but like you have that light on your head so that you can at least see where you're going when you're going to the toilet.
I'm in the dark. But yeah, in terms of the colors, I didn't really look up any photos. Like the only thing that came to my mind was just the nightcap that Jack Skellington wears. Although more specifically from Uki's Revenge, because in the movie his whole nightgown is just one color, but in the game it's more of a striped color that was actually designed by Tim Burton when he was showing the progress of the game.
Cool. Right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and it's just all going humbug to Santa.
And it's just funny, like, you actually have the perfect expression for Santa to give us. He's just like seeing you just yell at him.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do with Santa's expression. I just kind of like, okay, we'll do, you know, he just has like dots, eyes, and the eyebrows. So like, okay, we'll just slant the eyebrows a bit. So yeah, but yeah, my first time drawing a Fleetway Sonic character. Hooray!
Yeah, I had to double check on that, and yeah, it is your first that you've drawn.
Ah, yeah.
So hooray! There you go.
Excellent. Well, I'm tired, so it's about time we end this stream. I think.
We're all tired, Roger.
Tired of
You
you.
have to be crazy not to be tired.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, only 3 of us, and we still managed to get all beat.
Yeah,
I
a
know,
lot to say
5 hours
about.
worth of sleep.
I thought we were gonna be very short on those levels and outfits, but there we go.
No, it's like, oh, we forgot this one. Oh, we forgot that one. Yeah, it just kept going.
All thanks to
It
you,
was
and
never end.
how dare you
Yeah.
remind me of all my mistakes.
Yeah, it's torturing Roger Day. Yeah.
The most festive time of year, torturing Roger.
Yeah. But yeah, I assume next stream hopefully we'll get the whole gang together and probably just fully dedicated just to talking about Sonic Movie 3.
Indeed. Indeed. But I've got to see it first. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, folks.
In English.
In English, yes. Definitely.
In English.
Because the Dutch one is.
Pretty much. Bye-bye.
Yep, goodbye.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, and as Luke would say, Chitio, and Melise would say, see you guys later, and Shala would say, yeah, goodbye, friends, or whatever.
Yeah, I never
And
paid
as
attention
Bobby
to
would
what he
say,
said.
yeah, and as Bobby would say, fuck you, mommy, you may ruin my Christmas, or whatever. I don't know, I'm just slap happy right now.
And Robotics says,
Pingers!
Of course.
And nobody says Merry Christmas.
Happy Quanta. And
Merry Christmas to you all
Yeah.
if you're still on.
Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, Hanukkah and Christmas are apparently on the same day this year.
Oh, lucky. Or unlucky. I don't know.
So yeah, happy holidays, happy birthday Jesus, and all that jazz. Yeah.
You get nice presents.